All right, guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the final edition of the football of the NFL today here on November 2nd, 2025. Of course, this is the final game for me as well of the Delay triple header. I, of course, am DrDelay, and we've got some NFL for you as the Seattle Seahawks travel to Washington to take on the Washington Redskins, Washington Commanders, Washington Commies, Washington football team. Whatever it is you decide to call them, that is fine. As believe it or not, despite how the Redskins have really looked this year, they are actually the favorites. Of course, they do have a favorite as far as ESPN is concerned. By the way, I kind of misspoke there. ESPN has Washington winning, a 55% chance to win, but Seattle the favorite by 2.5. So very interesting there. ESPN and the betting market's not on the same page. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, and again, they get Jaden Daniels back. That is going to be a huge plus there for them. Looking over at how the teams have gotten to where they have been. Again, the Seahawks 5-2. They've looked really good. They opened up the year with a loss against San Francisco. It was a low-scoring game. You're not really sure how the teams would look. Then they kind of bounced back and just had their way with the Steelers. That was a very disappointing game. Then, of course, they blow out the Saints 44-13. And then they get a squeaker. And we actually covered that one. I remember that one. Arizona and Seattle on Thursday night, 23-20. They lost to Tampa Bay. That was a great game. We actually covered that one. That was probably the best game on the channel so far. 38-35 to Tampa Bay. That was great. They both wore their throwbacks, kind of like tonight as well. They beat Jacksonville 20-12, and then of course they beat the Texans on Monday Night Football last week. We also covered that one. So this is actually the fifth game I've covered for the Seahawks this year. They are 3-1 whenever I do cover them. So that is interesting. So yeah, again, they've looked pretty good. Their losses both by one score as well, a combined 7 points. So Seattle, again, they usually are in it. And they are a much better team than I expected. I was definitely flat out just wrong on Seattle this year. They've looked really good. Now, as for the Redskins here, of course, they beat the Giants 21-6. They lost to the Packers 27-18. They beat the Raiders 41-24. Lost to the Atlanta Falcons 34-27. They beat the Chargers 27-10. Lost to Chicago 25-24. Lost to Dallas 44-22, and then lost to Kansas City 28-7. So they've been blowing out the last two games they've played. Looking for kind of a bounce-back performance tonight. And again, they do get Jaden Daniels back. That should definitely help them out, as he is a promising young quarterback in the NFL. Of course, again, they went to the NFC Championship last year, looking to kind of do the same. I was kind of skeptical on that. Of course, again, you hate injuries and you hate that the quarterback can't play, but it's going to be a tough task for them to do so. Again, they're going to have to pretty much play flawless football. Already have 5 losses. Obviously, you can still make the playoffs, if you lose a few more games, but they're going to really need to knuckle down going forward. Again, they got some tough ones coming up. Again, the Seahawks, the Lions. Of course, they play the Dolphins. That one, I believe, is overseas. Then they come back and play the Broncos. Then they play the Vikings, Giants, and then it's back to Philly. Again, it's tough. That is tough. And of course, Philly in 2 of the last 3 weeks. That is a tough way to end it. But you never know. You never know how it can go for these teams. Let me know who you think's going to win down below. Of course, I do have a poll. Feel free to let me know who you got. We have some votes in already. 4 votes. 3 of you guys have the Redskins. 1 of you guys have the Seahawks. And, of course, let me know what you think the score is going to be. How do you think Daniels will do in his return? As, again, he looks to get the Redskins back on track here. You're going the football team. There we go. Let's go on the football team. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Again, football team is a much better name than the Commanders. The Commanders is just so lame. It's just a lame name. If we're being honest, it's a lame name. So, looks like they're taking us live to Washington. Landover, Maryland, actually, to be more specific here. Or again, Seattle 5-2. They are definitely a serious threat. I really believe Seattle is a solid team this year. They've been very impressive. And again, they're playing a team that was impressive last year. Looking to find their form again. These uniforms are really good. The only thing that's the problem is that W, and of course it's not the same type of helmet as well. It's not the shiny one. It's more of the matte. So it's the same type of helmet for Washington, but they do have the yellow face mask, so that is pretty cool. But Seattle, again, looking good. And again, they're in the throwbacks, which oddly enough, they're 0-1 in those. But, again, I think they'll be fine. It would have been neat to see Seattle with their away throwbacks, but again, Washington elected to wear the white throwbacks. Some scores from earlier today. Again, the Steelers did defeat the Colts earlier. Very happy. Of course, I covered that one, obviously. 27-20 was the score there. The Bears over the Bengals, 47-42. That seemed to be a great game. Would have loved to have watched that one. Vikings over the Lions, 27-24. Vikings moving back to 500. Panthers over the Packers. That's kind of the upset of the day. 16-13 over the Packers. Packers now 0-2-1 when I don't call one of their games. So I'm just saying I might have a lot to do with their winning. Again, they're 5-0 when I cover a game, 0-2-1 when I don't. The Chargers 27-20 over the Titans. Titans kind of showed a lot of fight there, just couldn't hold on. The Patriots over the Falcons 24-23. The Patriots are 7-2. I mean, that's a shocker, but they look pretty good. The 49ers 34, Giants 24, Broncos 18, Texans 15, Jaguars 30, Raiders 29. We covered that one. That one was fantastic. That was a great game, and I knew it. And again, at halftime you're seeing 6-3. That game stank. No, it was actually a good game. Just couldn't actually get points on the board. Then you saw it all come together in the fourth quarter and in overtime. Again, 30-29. That was a great game. Rams over the Saints 34-10. And then the Bills holding on to beat the Chiefs 28-21. The Chiefs are now 5-4. They're 1-3 on the road. That shouldn't be ignored by any means. So maybe the Chiefs just can't play on the road. But again, that's a tough place to play in Buffalo. They're 4-1 at home. So that is something to look at going forward. About a few more minutes away. Appreciate you guys checking in. Let's go see chickens. There we go. Stop mentioning the Packers score. Sorry. Yeah. Hey, I'm shocked as you are. I am just as shocked as you are. Again, next week, the Packers and Eagles. For your sake, I guess, you better hope that the NFL, YouTube figures it out with Disney, because as of now, I can't cover any Monday night games. But I'm going to try. Again, I'll try to figure out something for tomorrow. I really will. If I can't, I'll try to cover another game, and I know I probably won't do well because everyone's going to be watching Monday Night Football, and I get it. But I will try to find another game on. But I will try to find a way to cover that game. But if I can't, I'm really sorry. Again, I'll make sure to post in my post section. Hey, this guy's covering the game. Hey, this guy's covering the game. So, yeah, definitely. I'll try to take care of you guys, but it's not looking good. Yeah, that's just annoying. Again, I blame Disney. I don't blame YouTube TV. Despite their prices going up, I do blame ESPN. They are just a bunch of greedy bums. I really don't like them. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, again, appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Knowing the Packers, they'll beat the Eagles next week. Yeah, I'm telling you, you need me, though. I'm 5-0. Packers are 5-0 with me. Go Redskins, says Chris. Yes, there we go. The Redskins. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. It's just a great call. I forgot the name of the broadcaster that does that, but that was just so good. That's where I mimic my touchdown call from, because it was so good. Disney sucks, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, they are bad. They are bad. And as you can see, I am back for my third game. I told Trisk that I'm okay. I'm good. So I will be fine. I'll make it through. I had a Subway sandwich. Shout out Trisk if you're listening in. Thank you again for the sandwich. That was awesome. So it's a sandwich that I, of course, custom made. Custom ordered, I should say. Again, it's like I have the best. I like straight away this time. What does that mean? I guess I'm a little lost here, Ben. And we're returning to coverage. There we go. So we might be just about a minute away from kickoff. Again, Washington is not the favorite according to the gambling world. Seattle's actually 2.5 favorite there. But ESPN has Washington with the 55% chance to win. It was a turkey slab. Yeah, so it's turkey with American cheese. Pardon me. Not toasted. Then you get lettuce. Then you get spinach. Then you get tomatoes. Then you get pickles. And then you get extra pickles. Then you get salt and pepper. Then you get some Parmesan. Then you get Chipotle sauce. Then you get ranch. Add a little oil and vinegar there. Then did I say Parmesan and oregano? And yeah, there we go. And that's how you do it. That's a turkey sandwich, folks. You didn't like till the end. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, you like straight away. Gotcha. Yeah, appreciate it. Hate the Queens won today. Lions own fault. Then use Gibbs. Queens. I'm assuming the Vikings. The Queens. The Vikings. Well, I thought we were going to get ready for the kickoff, but apparently not. They haven't even flipped the coin yet. What the heck? All right, my bad. I assumed we were... What the heck is this? What's with this delay here? A delay on DrDelay. That's kind of annoying. Mike McDonald showing him here again. The second youngest coach in the NFL has done all right. Honestly, they're not too shabby. Not too shabby. Again, they are good this year. I believe that for sure. Washington won the toss, and they elected to receive. So that is that. Jason Myers ready to kick things off here. As again, we're just kind of ready. These guys are all just standing around. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh well. Luke McCaffrey and Jalen Lane back to return. They honestly should just stick with these uniforms. Again, they really need to change that logo because that W and the name is just terrible. But this is a start, folks. This is how it starts. You bring it back a little bit, and then you do it. All right, there's the kickoff. Bouncing at the 15. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25. And McCaffrey is driven backwards at the 26-yard line. McCaffrey was just pummeled into the earth. They were blowing the whistle, but nothing doing as far as stopping them from tackling McCaffrey all the way down there. So, geez, let me go and refresh this. There we go. That should slide up. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Redskins as Daniels is in the pistol. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Daniels, play action, rolling to his left. Now he's going to take off and run, and he slides forward for a gain of 3. So Daniels showing that he's okay to get hurt now. Just kidding. Get hit. That's going to be interesting to see, his health. Definitely been an okay year. Again, he's missed 3 games with a hamstring and a knee. 61% completion percentage, averaging 206 yards a game. So a little bit down here as Daniels drops back, looking over the middle, directing traffic. And he's going to take off and run again. He's at the 30 and brought down at the 32. So another run by Daniels. That's a gain of 3. As this will be 3rd and 4 coming up for the Redskins. Yeah, if you're not watching the game, yes, they are wearing their Redskin uniforms. Of course, the logo is not on there. It's kind of a bummer. But these uniforms are so much nicer. It's not even close. Not even close. 3rd and 4, Daniels in the shotgun. McNichols to his left. Trips the right tight end in tight to the left. Daniels drops back, looking over the middle. Moving to his right as Daniels throws. It is caught at the 40. Dropped immediately. But he will have the first down. That is Zach Ertz. And that looked like that hurts a lot. But he's okay, as that's a brand new set of downs. Zach Ertz making his first catch of the day. First of hopefully many for him. He's still doing all right at the old age. I don't know how old he actually is, but I feel like he's been in the NFL for a while. So 1st and 10 for Daniels under center. Krosky Merritt in the backfield. 2 receivers left, two tight ends in tight as Daniels Play action, rolling to his right, steps up as Daniels throws, and it's batted up in the air, almost caught again by Bates, but it falls incomplete. A lot of coverage there, a lot of people on him. Making sure we're all good here on my end, and we are. As Daniels is in the shotgun yet again. They're moving kind of quickly for an incomplete pass. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right, ball at the 41, sending a man in motion. That is Samuel. Daniels is going to toss it to Samuel on the bubble screen, and Samuel is hit hard, fights forward for another few yards, but not much there, as that's a gain of 3. There is a flag on a bubble screen. I feel like it'd probably be a hold if I had to guess. Personal foul, blindside block on the offense. Number 63, never mind, it's worse. Number 63 there, the guilty party, that is Biadaz. Man, that's a tough one. Again, that's just, I guess, the modern NFL now. I don't like that. Biadaz. That sounds better. Biadaz. Now it's 2nd and 25 for the Redskins. They are at their own 26 now. This is not looking good for them on this drive. Daniels in the shotgun. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Daniels takes the snap, drops back. Looking, moving to his right is Daniels. He's going to take off and run. He's at the 25 and skips out of bounds around the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 3. As it'll be 3rd and very, very long. Chenuosu, Ernest Jones. Defense looking like the PFF ranks, which I don't really care for the PFF ranks, by the way. But looking like a lot of average players as far as PFF rank goes. But again, they're 5-2, and they're not too bad on the defensive side of the ball. Offense, though, is kind of what they're doing. Daniels in the shotgun, trips left, 2 receivers to the right. Crap call, yeah, that was pretty bad. Daniels drops back, steps up, looking, fires. It's caught at the 40, but he's dropped immediately. That was Zach Ertz. And that's just a catch of 8 yards, as that is well short of the line to gain, and they will have to punt it away. Leonard Williams, he's been pretty big it factor for Seattle since being traded from New York. Didn't really do much there, though. I don't know why they highlighted that. As Tressway is ready to punt it away to Torrey Holton. Again, Torrey Horton is really, I think, a guy that can be really good in this league. As there's the punt. And Horton is going to fair catch it at the 10. All right, 11-11, bless up. That is the time left in the first quarter. They're going to head to commercial break as it's 0-0 here in Washington. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Definitely helps out the channel a lot, like it really does, folks. Definitely appreciate that. And as always, feel free to chat down below and talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. I'll try to get to when I can. Of course, the priority is to call the game, of course. I'm sure you know that. That's why you're here. But the chat and the comment section is very important. And I do appreciate you guys for letting me call the game for you. Because, again, there's always a lot of competition, especially for night games, just big games in general. So any standalone game or just a big game between 2 big teams, there's always a lot of people calling the games. What type of commercial am I looking at? Geez, So, yeah, let's see here. So we already kind of know these scores from across the NFL. Maybe I should refresh it and look at the standings. Patriots still... That's just shocking to me. That is just shocking to me. Again, the Patriots 7-2. I mean, they're not a bad team. They are pretty good. Again, the Steelers beat the Patriots. They also beat the Colts. I don't think they play the Broncos this year. I can't remember. I don't think so. I don't think we do. But these teams are in the NFC. So again, the Commies 3-5. They're looking to stay in the playoff hunt. The wild card in the NFC right now at 5 wins, so they won't be able to jump into a spot anyway. Seattle at 5 wins. They hold probably the number 5 seed right now, looking at it. Looking to keep pace with the Rams and the Niners, both with 6 wins. Of course, the Niners are 6-3. They have yet to have their bye week. Looks like we're returning to Landover, Maryland, where again it's 0-0 here in Washington. Seahawks and the Redskins. Sunday Night Football again. Both great jerseys they've chosen tonight. Seattle with their throwbacks, and the Commies with their throwbacks. Flacco, 4 touchdowns, 470 yards. Did he really finish with that? Vince, is that really what happened? I actually didn't even know that. There's no way. Oh my gosh, you're right. Jeez, have a day, Joe Flacco. 1st and 10 for Darnold and the Seahawks. Darnold under center. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left, tight end in tight. That is Arroyo. Sending Arroyo in motion. Darnold tosses it to Walker. He's at the 5, the 10, and runs over a guy at the 15, brought down at the 16. That is Kenneth Walker. He's had kind of a quiet year, though he is really good. I mean, he's still amazing. It's kind of amazing that he's not having the success that he's had in the past. It's really unfair that my girlfriend's birthday and Christmas are less than a month apart. Sorry, that was random. Oh, no, you're good. That is unfortunate, I guess. My birthday is late November, so I kind of feel that. 2nd and 4, Darnold looking over the middle, fires. It's caught by Horton at the 25 and brought down at the 29. That is Torrey Horton, letting him know where they're going. That is a 1st down. Again, I'm a fan of Torrey Horton. He is, he was probably one of the steals of the draft. I think he can be very good in Seattle for a long time. Bengals had a defense that'd be a scary team. Kind of. I don't know. I think offense and defense goes hand in hand as it's a direct snap to JSN. JSN, he's at the 30, the 35, still on his feet at the 40, and that's where he's pushed out of bounds. Good stuff there by Jackson Smith and the Jigba. Again, to me, not to keep glazing here the Seattle Seahawks, so that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not a fan of him by any means, but that guy to me is the best receiver in the game right now. He really is. He has elevated himself, and he is just amazing. Flacco on your bench, that is tough. Cincinnati not winning. Yeah, to me, so again, like when it comes to defense, offense, they really do complement each other. So again, if you have a bad defense, you might have an offense that puts up points and vice versa, of course. So there is that as Darnold, play action, fires. It is caught at the 45. Did he keep both feet in bounds? He did. That is Torrey Horton. And they're only going to give him 4. That's a pretty bad spot, but there's a flag. Chop block on Seattle, number 4. No, 40, not 4. That is Oots. I guess he's a rookie, I think. Ooh. Right there in the yeah, looks like he chop blocked him while he was engaged. Of course, that's not always the case, but but yeah, the Bengals legit they just don't have a good defense. But I don't know. Even if I feel like even if they had a good defense, I still don't think, I don't know. They'd probably be about the same in my opinion. 1st and 25 for Darnold in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Darnold drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires. It's caught at the 35. JSN sliding down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 12. They're actually going to give him 13 as they're bringing him down at the 38. Kenneth Walker, number 3 on the PFF, but again, he doesn't really have the stats this year. JSN ranked number 2 in the NFL. Interesting. That's not too far off where I have. One of the few times PFF is correct. And of course, their offensive line not getting a good grade except for Abraham Lucas. As Darnold is in the shotgun, trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left, sending a man in motion. That is Walker. Darnold swings it out to Walker, and we're going to have to wait because there's a flag. False start. Offense number 72. That'll back him up 5. Another penalty on this drive. That is Lucas, who we just complimented. Lucas can't believe it. So 2nd and 17 coming up for the Seahawks. Darnold's going to be in the shotgun. Charbonnet is checked into the game. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to left. That is Horton. Darnold sending JSN in motion. Darnold now just checking up something on the line, I guess. Darnold takes the snap. Drops back. Looking, fires over the JSN. He's at the 40, the 45, and brought down at the 47-yard line. Nice catch and run by JSN. That is a 14-yard catch. Makes it 3rd and 3 coming up for the Seahawks. Surprised Washington picked the name Commanders. Red Hawks or Red Wolves would have been cool. Yeah, I remember. I don't know about Red Hawks, but definitely Red Wolves was definitely something I could get behind. But Redskins is also really good too. Redskins is the best of them all. I mean, even if they wanted to switch the logo to a potato, and we'll just worry about the logo later, that would be fine with me. 3rd and 3 at the 47. In the shotgun is Darnold. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Darnold drops back, looking, fires. It's caught at the 50, and he's brought down to 44. Fumbled it, but picked it up at the 44. So, again, that is a brand new set of downs for the Seahawks. But, yeah, I like Redskins, though. Yeah, Commanders, it's just, I'm sorry. There's just no way you can convince me that's a good name. I don't know. I mean, if there's anyone here that thinks that, that's great. And, again, everyone has the right to their own opinion, of course. Commanders, again, it just sounds like a generic team you would hear about. Oh, yeah. Did you hear about the Commanders last night? They won the game, as he hands it off to Walker. He's at the 40, the 35, and push out of bounds around the 30. As that is a brand new set of downs. Kenneth Walker with a gain of 12 there. Pushed out of bounds at the 32. Just make it the Maroon Skins, I guess. I don't know. It's something that I hope that hopefully they change it back. It's a bunch of nonsense. 1st and 10 at the 32. Darnold is under center. 2 receivers to the right. Tight end and tight to the left. Darnold hands it off to Walker up the middle at the 30. Still on his feet and brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 6 for Walker. I'm assuming, honestly, everyone that clicks on my thumbnail is probably going to be a Redskins, pro Redskins. Because I literally have the Redskins logo for the Commanders games. Like, I literally have it. I could be wrong. But I'm assuming that's the case. 2nd and 4, ball at the 26. Darnold under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Darnold hands it off to Walker. Walker kind of shimmying up the middle. He's close to the line to gain. Not going to get there. About a half yard shy. And now it's 3rd and inches coming up for Seattle. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Again, 0-0 is your score. How good are the Seattle Seahawks? Oh, they're good. I mean, Seattle's legit. I think Seattle is a very solid team this year. I think they can win a playoff game for sure. Oh, they're lining up for the tush push, and there's a lot of something happening, and that's going to be a flag. False start on Seattle. They really rushed the line there, and half of them moved, half of them didn't. That was just a disaster. False start on the offense, number 67. Again, you could have probably picked out a bunch of other numbers there. And now it's 3rd and 5.5. That's a killer. Yeah, I mean, they were clearly moving. To be honest, though, there's really not much difference between what they did and the Philly did. Philly does, to be honest with you. Again, half of them moved early. That was messy looking, yeah. Maybe I'm a little more over-exaggerating that, but Philly does move early. 3rd and 5. They need to get to the 22. They're at the 27.5. Darnold in the shotgun. Trips to left 1 receiver to the right. Darnold drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It's caught over the middle at the 20. Still on his feet at the 15. Brought down at the 12. Kenneth Walker with a nice catch and run. A lot of extracurricular here at the end. Nothing that's menacingly or anything like that, but that is a brand new set of downs for the Seahawks. Pretty much halfback angle. It works the Texas route. Walker literally crawling on the ground, not even like just keeping himself up. You got to love it, man. Walker is legit. He is a great back. He really is. 1st and 10 here at the 13. Darnold under center. Walker standing up there like Genty. It's Darnold play action looking, fires, and it is incomplete, and there's a flag. 2 flags, actually. And I imagine this will be on the defense. Lattimore was on the coverage. Pass interference, defense, number 2, Marcus Lattimore. Just yanking JSN's left hand. Yeah, you can't do that. Can't do that, folks. Tied for the second most penalties in the NFL among defenders. Marshall Lattimore, have a day, sir. Averaging nearly a penalty a game. That's not good. That is not good at all. 1st and goal here. Actually, going to mark it at the 3. And everyone's just kind of looking around. So 1st and goal at the 3 as they break the huddle. Darnold is under center. 2 receivers to the right. Horton moving to his right. Now it's going to chill behind the tight end. It's Darnold. Hands it off to Walker. Trying to bust it outside, but the Redskins are there. It's a loss on the play. Couldn't make anything happen. Reeves there on the tackle. And Lattimore as well. Apparently Cooper Kupp is not playing tonight. Didn't even notice, to be honest with you. Hasn't really played too much, but that should mean more Horton. 2nd and goal at the 4. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Darnold under center, sending a man in motion. Darnold, play action, rolling to his left, steps back, throws. It is caught. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. And there's a flag. There is a flag. I think this may be on Washington. Torrey Horton. Pass interference defense. Torrey Horton, I'm telling you, he could be really good in this league. His 2nd catch of the day is the 1st touchdown of the game. Two catches, 17 yards. JSN was being held there, but no call on that one. Again, they got the pass interference. Pending the extra point from the left hash. Myers on to kick. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. Almost blocked, but it is good regardless. 7-0 Seattle over Washington. Kind of disappointed. I don't know. I feel like NBC should have the throwback logo for Seattle on the screen. That's all I'm saying. You know, and the score bug and everything. Like, they should have been ready for this. They should have known. They should have. How do they not? Anyway, 7-0 is your score. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. It's my hair is kind of going wild here. Look at that. Let's go ahead and hide it. Oh, this headset hair. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. And again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like and try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. I do have a poll. Feel free to vote on it. 50% of you guys with the Seahawks. 50% of you guys with the Redskins. So it is a... You guys are split. You guys are split on it. And again, ESPN actually had Washington with the... with the advantage. But of course, the betting lines are with Seattle. So that is interesting. Let's see here again what happened across the NFL. I can tell you what, the Steelers won. Steelers over the Colts 27-20. I don't really hear much of Rhino Nation anymore. That's nice. Again, I was just being brutally attacked for just being a Steeler fan. So, I don't know. It's interesting, I don't hear it anymore. Bears 47, Bengals 42, Vikings 27, Lions 24, Panthers 16, Packers 13, Chargers 27, Titans 20, Patriots 24, Falcons 23, Niners 34, Giants 24, Broncos 18, Texans 15, Jaguars 30, Raiders 29, Rams 34, Saints 10, and the Bills 28, Chiefs 21. Yep, that was the day of the NFL. Actually, I want to kind of look now at my picks. I'm sure they're a disaster. This is my fan. No, it's not my fantasy team. No, that's men's college basketball, which that starts tomorrow. Might do a few college basketball games in the daytime. Oh, I actually had a good week compared to everyone else. It doesn't mean anything though. I'm 9-3, really. So I lost the Bengals, Lions, and the Packers. That is tough. That is tough indeed. There we go. 84-48. We'll take it. How am I doing? You guys have a nice lead there. As there is the kickoff. We're back. And that's going to be booted in the end zone for a touchback. And then in the other one, we're people that I know. Dang it. I made up some ground, though, so that's good. That's good. So Luke McCaffrey, looks like he hurt his shoulder, and he's going to be out for the rest of the game. He was grimacing in pain. I mean, yeah, again, he was kind of driven backwards, and they blew it dead, but they continued to bring him down, and you got to feel for him. So 1st and 10 at the 20. I guess I missed what happened there. I thought that was in the end. Oh, I guess it bounced in the field of play as he hands it off, and he's just going to get a couple. That is Krosky Merritt on the carry, only 2 on the play for him. Dr. Lady Man, no, that's you, man. Appreciate it. Sorry, man, for the Raiders. But it was a good game, though. That was a great game. I knew it could be. I'm like, man, that could be an underrated good game, and it was. I'm so happy I covered that. That was fun. Daniels in the pistol, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. That is a tight end, actually. As Daniels, play action, steps up, and he's going to take off a run. He's at the 25, diving forward at the 28. Just a couple yards shy of the first down. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Redskins. That was a gain of 6. He's already ran the ball 4 times this game, averaging 4 yards a carry. Showing the replay here in the pistol. Yeah, there's not really much happened down the field. The whole middle of the field was open. That's why he ran for a few yards. As Daniels in the shotgun, receiver in motion, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Daniels drops back, looking over the middle, throws. It is caught. What a catch! That was Ertz, I believe, with the catch. There is a flag. Wari actually came away with the ball. Wari sharing something with Ertz, and Ertz is like, I don't care. Holding on the defense. 5-yard penalty from the spot, and that's a first down. Wari, man, he's not bad. He's another guy that he kind of reminds me, I guess, of more of a box safety. More of a hard hitter. So kind of like, what's the guy from the Jets? He hands it off, tosses to Krosky Merritt. Krosky Merritt is going to get 3 here on the play. Just a toss, and they went straight up the middle. Kind of like Jamal Adams, that's right. Though I don't really like Jamal Adams. I don't think he was all that great, but that's where I think that's his comparison. As it's 2nd and 3, ball at the 36. Daniels under center. 2 receivers to the right. Tight ends in tight. Daniels sending a man in motion. Daniels tosses to Krosky-Mary. He's going to take it outside. He cuts inside at the 40. Oh, and he's hit hard at the 41. That is a gain of about 5 or 6 yards. Not quite 6, 7, 5, 6, actually. It makes it 3rd and short coming up for the Redskins, trying to keep the drive moving again. They kind of had their drive stall out due to the penalties last time. So 3rd and short. Daniels is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Daniels hands it off up the middle, trying to lean forward, and he is denied as the Seattle defense keeps Washington at bay. Nothing doing really for Washington so far. Regardless, that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. I doubt they go for it. It'd be 4th and 1 at their own side of the field. 7-0, Seattle leading over Washington. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, college football, this is the channel for you. And, of course, again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. So, again, much appreciated. And definitely like and subscribe. Let's see here. Just going to look at what else is happening across the YouTube world. Grossi at 5K. Geez, Football Nation at 2.8K. Yeah, that's just... Yeah, it's a lot. Chat Sports not really doing as well. 942. Commanders Chat Sports, 986. Interesting. Wait a second. There's no way. Huh. Are they showing the game? They're not showing the game. Okay. I was about to say, it's like literally nothing but commercials. This one thing has 6,000 views or viewers watching right now. It's literally just spamming commercials. That's actually insane. Of course, there's a video game that's being played right now between the Seahawks and the Commanders that has 200 people watching because, yeah, you can definitely tell those guys are pretty old if they're watching that. I'm just saying. Because they think it's the actual game. That's crazy. Holden, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. Appreciate you for stopping on by. Again, it's the end of the first quarter here. 7-0 is your score in this one. Again, we're just kind of waiting for first quarter or the quarter, or the timeout here, the end of the quarter timeout here to end. Yeah, a lot of stuff today. Again, I'm actually pretty happy. I didn't realize I was that decent with the picks today. I can't actually see my entrance here. 9-3. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Panthers won. Yep. Yeah, Holden, that's right. Holden's a Panthers fan. Sorry, Chris, if you're still here. That is right. 4th and inches. I don't know if they have their offense on the field. I'm kind of just waiting to see what happens here. And it looks like their offense is on the field. So 4th and inches, and they are going to go for it on their own 42. Now, last year they converted 87% of these situations. This year only at 47. So Daniels is under center. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, sending Samuel in motion. Daniels moving to his right, fires. It's caught at the 45 and brought down across the 50. That is Bates with the catch. And that is a Redskins first down. That was Chris, a Packers fan? I would say so, yeah. Yeah. It's all good, yeah. Yeah, I actually have some Panthers fans. Of course, there's Holden. There's Jonathan as well. So, like I said, I have a little bit of everything here. I appreciate you guys. I do. 1st and 10 at the 48 in the pistol is Daniels. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. It's a little touch pass to Samuel. Nice. He's at the 45, breaking a tackle and brought down at the 40. I don't think I've covered the Panthers in the regular season yet, so I'm going to have to do that. And I still have plenty of time. Again, the goal is to cover every team at least once. I'm already at 20 plus. As Job is out, and he is down. Job is down, so a little bit of an injury timeout here. We may step away. Now he's up. I don't know. He's still being looked at here, holding his helmet. I know it was a ferocious contact there. Job. Yeah, it's friendly fire. That's what I thought. Yeah, he got speared by Okada. Okada just destroyed Job. You're surprised they won? Yeah, I think most people are. You should cover the Panthers next week. Depends. Depends on what and when and where and how and why. We'll see. Actually, let me see who the Panthers play. Panthers play. Am I blind? Where's Carolina at? No, they host New Orleans. I don't have a good feeling about that one there. I don't know. We'll see. I do need to cover him though. That is you are correct. 2nd and 1 here at the 39. Daniels is under center, receivers to the left, sending Samuel in motion. Daniels, it's a toss to Krosky. Merritt cuts it inside, and the Seahawks are all there. Nothing doing. That's a loss on the play. Krosky Merritt only 10 yards rushing today. Just not much happening for us again. It's only been a quarter pretty much, but the Seahawks are all over it. Tunsil just couldn't do anything. There are a lot of people just couldn't do it. I mean, again, they have Washington. You know, they've brought in some veterans on the O-line. You think they would be a little bit more better up there. You know, a little more competitive, but just better in general. But they're not. Daniels in the shotgun. Daniels drops back. They're sending a lot of people. Helmet is ripped off. Daniels going to take off and run. He's going to get the first down, but that's going to be backed up because, again, there's going to be a penalty on Washington. That's going to back him up 15. Yeah, that was just not good. Personal foul. Face mask, offense number 75. Chris Paul, the guard. The guard, Chris Paul. Not the point guard, the left guard. Oh, yeah, he just flat out. Oh, man, he had two people he was trying to cover. Yeah, that's a problem. So interesting. 3rd and 17 now for the Redskins. Daniels in the shotgun. Trips left, one receiver to the right. Daniels sending a man in motion. That is Ertz. Drops back, looking. Heavy pressure, throws it up in the air. That is intercepted. Okada with the pick. He did get his 2 feet in bounds there. As that is a turnover. Again, it was kind of looking like a disaster there. They were moving backwards. Daniels under heavy pressure just chunks it up. 1, 2. 1, 2. Ooh. Did he have an arm down before the foot is the question. I don't know. They may have to review this. You should do Bucks and Panthers. When is that? I'm out to look at it. I'll have to look at it for sure. Is that the next week, week 11? Well, regardless, I can't do anything if it's during the Steelers game. Steelers-Bengals, just like that. Again, it's like we just played them. So 2 weeks from now, it's going to be Bengals-Steelers. Packers play at 12, so I won't be able to cover the Packers there. Interesting. Get another early game, Washington-Miami. I'll be doing that one. Look at that. 4 games. That's good. Again, I like seeing the options. I like having a lot of options in the afternoon. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, bye. I'd like to talk to you tomorrow. Yes, you have a good night, Holden. Appreciate you for tuning on in. But yeah, of course, I do bounce around the NFL. I don't just cover Steelers, obviously. Earlier, I covered Raiders and the Jaguars, and that was a great game. Definitely happy I covered that one. So, but yeah, make sure, again, to leave a like and definitely subscribe. Feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. So that is pretty much the channel. It's just you know, I cover games. I call games. So that is that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it, folks. Nothing really to it other than I call games. But definitely appreciate you guys hanging out. So far, the game's been kind of bleh. You know, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, it's 7-0, but, you know, I don't know. Something about it. It's like, you know what? This game kind of not the best, but it is just now starting. Ty Okada with his first career pick. Looks like it's not going to be overturned. I thought his arm may have been down before the second foot got down. That is not the case. I want to look at it again. One. Wow, he just got it down before. Wow, just before his arm. Wow, interesting. All right, Darnold under center. 2 receivers are right, tight ends in tight. Darnold. Play action, rolling to his left, pump fakes, looking, fires down the field. It's caught at the 45, push out of bounds at the 43. That is Jackson Smith-Njigba. I'm telling you, this guy just gets open and he just makes plays. Already 3 for 44 on the day. I mean, that's just what he does. This year already, I mean, 863 yards. I mean, that is just good. 1st and 10 for Seattle. Darnold under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Darnold hands it off. This is Charbonnet. Charbonnet is driven backwards. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but other than that, nothing doing. As Goldman is there to bring him down. Eddie Goldman. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Seattle Seahawks. Ticking under 12 minutes and counting, 11:50 to be exact. In the second quarter, Seattle leading 7-0. Darnold in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Darnold lifting the leg. Gets the snap. Looking. Fires. It's caught at the 40. JSN just going forward, trying to plow through a defender. Then he's shoved out of bounds. It's Lattimore. Now Lattimore shoving Arroyo. And yet there's no flag. Lattimore better be careful. That's interesting. There wasn't a flag there. He literally just shoved a guy down. I mean, if Arroyo flops there, I think that's a flag for sure. Regardless, it's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up. JSN, that was a 7-yard catch and run. And JSN just decided to run through the defender. I mean, that is just... Seattle plays hard. They really do. They play physical. I like it. Darnold under center. Receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Darnold hands it off to Charbonnet up the middle. He's got some space at the 30. Oh, and he's twirled around and brought down at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 9 for Charbonnet. And that, of course, is a Seahawk first down. And there might be an injury. Might be. There is. I couldn't tell you who it is. Charbonnet actually landed on his head. Ooh. Landed on his head. Yeah, it's tough. And I'm trying to see what in the world. Who's down? Pardon me. I think it's a... I'm assuming it's a Redskin here, if I had to guess. I don't know. I didn't really get to see it. They didn't really show. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. Of course, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. Of course, ideally, in the good world, I'll be able to cover tomorrow's game, but I don't know yet. Again, I have YouTube TV, so don't think I'll be breaking the bank for for anything else, because again, it's already kind of expensive the way it is. But I will look and see what I can do, because I definitely want to call it for sure. Definitely want to do that. So we'll see what happens. Let's see here. You know what I need to do again? Like earlier, I posted like the records of all the teams when I covered for baseball. I kind of want to do that. I want to get an update there for the football. That's what I'll do. So after tonight, I might, have some time and just kind of look at the games and then see, or, of course, skip to the end and then see who won. I probably can remember, to be honest with you, because football, it's more memorable for me. Baseball, there's like a best of 3 series. You don't know who won what, and there's so many. Football, there's not as much. So there's that. But again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. Again, the game, it's not really as exciting, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. But Seattle is looking good. Seattle isn't really the problem. I think it just feels clunky, I guess. I don't know. Does that make any sense? Like, I haven't been able to have there hasn't been a smooth, I don't know. Obviously Seattle looks good whenever they have the ball, but I don't know. It's just something about it right now. Maybe it's because it looks like it's kind of one-sided and maybe a blowout. I don't know. We're back here in Landover, Maryland. Again, Seattle leading 7-0 over Washington. As Seattle is driving, it's going to be first and 10 for Seattle. Looks like Martin is walking up the field okay. That's always a good sign to see. So first and 10 at the 27. Darnold's by himself now. Charbonnet to his right. Darnold sending a man in motion. Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. He's at the 25 and brought down at the 22. Late shove there. Nothing coming of it. So second down coming up for the Seahawks. Looks like it was a gain of 6 for Charbonnet. Charbonnet doing a good job. Last 2 carries, 15 yards. Of course, the first carry got nothing there. So 2nd and 4, ball at the 21. Darnold is under center, sending a man in motion. That is JSN. Darnold pitches to Charbonnet, trying to bust it outside, and he can't. As the Redskins, a tribe of Redskins all over him. That's a loss of 4. And now it's 3rd and 8 coming up for the Seahawks. They're going to need to get to the 17 for a brand new set of downs. They're going to, they're going to need to get to the 17. Darnold's 8 for 8 whenever passing so far, so you have to assume it'll be a pass, especially on 3rd and 8 in the shotgun as Darnold trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Darnold takes the snap, looking over the middle, steps up, fires to the end zone, caught! Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. Torrey Horton with the 2nd catch. Touchdown catch, that is, of the night. Just floating it. Oh, my goodness. Again, Torrey Horton, he's good. And of course, that was a great throw by Darnold, leading him in stride. Again, Horton, of course, just kind of burning the corner here. Cuts inside. Cuts outside. It's like, no chance. The corner was always like 5 yards behind him every single time. 13-0 pending the extra points. Myers on to kick it. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. Right down the middle. 14-0. There's a flag. Of course there's a flag. Why would there not be a flag? Running into the kicker, receiving team. And I couldn't tell you what it was there, but again, it is, or who it was, or what it was. But yeah, 14-0 Seattle leading over Washington. 8:52 left to go in the first half. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many people as I possibly can. So I check over again. Really thought the Steelers today would be 4-4. I'm actually very, very happy about that. It's a big game again next week. Steelers and Chargers. Steelers traveling across the country for another Sunday night game. Really, I mean, honestly, when it comes to Sunday night, Steelers have actually done. I mean, that was a good game. Steelers-Packers, 5.8. Jeez, yeah. Yeah, it was a good one. It's one of my better ones for sure. That was definitely one of my better ones. It's always good when you see the Steelers, your team, up there. Believe it or not, the highest NFL one is Steelers-Vikings. Then it's Packers-Cardinals. And then it's Steelers-Packers. So Steelers-Packers in my top 3 games. And then it's Vikings. So I guess I do well with the Vikings as well. I don't know. I have to look more at the analytics and stuff like that. That's pretty neat. It all just depends on timing and all that. All right. Well, again, we'll just do another review, I guess, of what happened across the NFL. Again, the Steelers, of course, won 27-20. The Bears, again, I wouldn't say all over, but just to win a game, 47-42 over the Bengals. Flacco, 470, 4 touchdowns. That wasn't good enough. That is, wow. Oh, man. The Vikings, 27-24 over the Lions. Panthers, again, 16, Packers, 13. Chargers, 27, Titans, 20. Patriots, 24, Falcons, 23. Niners, 34, Giants, 24. Broncos, 18, Texans, 15. Jaguars, 30, Raiders 29. Rams 34, Saints 10, Bills 28, Chiefs 21. Seahawks defense held opponents to 20 or fewer points in 6 games, have not allowed a 100-yard rusher in the last 16 games. Again, the defense, not too shabby. It's going to be fielding the end zone. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25. Oh, he loses the ball. The ball's on the ground. It's recovered by Seattle. Oh, my goodness, and this one might get ugly, folks. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie. It could look just... I feel like that's what it was. I just had a feeling that this game... Oh, man. Lane just... Again, it wasn't even something amazing that would happen there with the tackler. He just put a hand out and then knocked it loose. That is tough. All right, well, Seattle's going to have the ball deep in Washington territory, 1st and 10. I can't believe it. Heading towards the ball. That's exactly what I'm saying. I think that's why I'm just not like, I feel like it's not a good game. I can feel it. Like I felt it. Like, I don't know. I felt it earlier. And yeah, Darnold's under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Darnold takes the snap, looking down the left side, throws. It is caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, 26 yards, kind of juggled it a little bit, but he was able to recover and, of course, make the catch. One play, one touchdown. It's now 20-0 with 8:41 left to go in the second quarter. Oh, man, this might be one of those games where it might be me just being delirious because the game is not competitive. Arroyo with a nice catch, the rookie tight end. And then JSN was actually free. Wow, JSN was wide open on the other side as well. Seattle's playing so good. They are a good team. I'm telling you, Seattle is legit. I was flat out wrong. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. 21-0. Seattle over Washington. Seattle offense better without DK. I know. Isn't that insane? That's insane to me. You know, again, Seattle, I had them as one of the worst teams in the league. I really did. Whenever I was making my predictions, power rankings, and stuff like that, had Seattle at 24. You know, but I recognized Seattle was legit almost immediately, and that's why I was like, you know what? Very early on, I'm like, I was wrong about Seattle. Colts again. Obviously, I had them at 31. Was I wrong? Yeah, obviously, but I still don't think they're all that great. I really don't. Packers, Bills. Yep, still again Packers, Bills right there. I would say, this hasn't been too bad. Obviously, it's hit and miss on a few things, but not too shabby so far. Maybe I do a comparison video. That's going to bounce inside the 5 and bounce into the end zone for a touchback, and that's going to be fielded it's going to start them off at the 20. That is a killer. Who would have guessed Darnold would be an upgrade from Geno? I didn't. I was like, look, I don't know what Darnold is. I don't really trust Darnold. But, yeah, my bad. No, Darnold's good. I think I can finally accept that Darnold is legit. And I acknowledge that. I'm sure most people now are starting to see that Darnold might actually have turned the corner, just like Baker. We were all quick to wrap our arms around Baker, of course, and I love Baker. I think everyone likes Baker. Most people do. Darnold, I don't know. But pretty much same thing. He's revived his career, and it's looking really good. As Daniels throws over the middle. It's off the receiver's hands. Incomplete. Bates, the intended target. That was kind of a meme there. If you slow that frame down with Daniels looking, if you guys can rewind it on your TV, you should freeze it where Daniels was looking right at the camera and take a picture. I think that is the screenshot there. That's the meme of the night. 2nd and 10, ball at the 20. Daniels in the pistol. 2 receivers right, tight ends in tight to the left. Daniels hands it off up the middle. This is Krosky Merritt, and he gets 5 as he's brought down at the 25-yard line. Again, it's been a rough night for Washington. You can kind of already look at the score and see why. Seattle averaging 9.5 yards a play. Washington only at 3.9. That is, man. In the shotgun is Daniels. Trips the left, 1 receiver to the right, sending Samuel in motion. Daniels trying to do the hard count. Trying to get him to the jump. Drops back, looking over to his left. Throws. It is caught at the 28 and pushed down immediately. That is about a yard or 2 short of the line to gain, and Washington, I don't know what they're doing. You'd think you'd punt it, but hey, they're going to stay on. I guess they already feel like, hey, this is it. This might be the ball game, folks. That's what they're kind of thinking or saying. This is interesting. If they don't get this, folks, oh my gosh, this game could be bad. 4th and 1, Daniels in the shotgun, trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Daniels takes the snap, looking to his right. Daniels going to take off and run. Oh, and there's a timeout. There's a timeout. Oh, there's a flag. Oh, Daniels is going to have it, but there's a false start on Washington. Oh, that's a killer. Now you have to punt it. You have to. Let's see here. Yeah, that is clearly a false start. I don't know why Collins was trying to defend or trying to say that's not really a call. Yeah, I don't know what Collinsworth is talking about. This guy's lost. All right, well, Way's going to go ahead and punt it away as well. Hey, it's not going to be 28-0 anytime soon. It'll be a few minutes later, I guess, as it's going to bounce at the 30. Horton's going to let it roll inside the 15. Good punt. as that's where it's going to be at the 13. Nice punt. Jeez, they needed that. 63-yard punt. Again. Oh, that's a person. What the heck? That scared me. Yeah, 21-0 there. Seattle over Washington. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, college football, this is the channel for you. Again, I try the most I try to be like to do like the traditional radio style broadcast. So, if that sounds good to you, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Again, it's free. I know subscribe is like a scary word for a lot of us, but I assure you, it is not that type of subscription. You're not paying me nothing. It is free. And, of course, again, feel free to chat down below. Again, earlier today we had a lot of games. I would say some upsets. Vikings over the Lions, Panthers over the Packers. Let's see here. Well, I guess that's probably it. It felt like a lot of upsets, but maybe that wasn't the case. I did pick the Bengals. Lions, again, 97% of America picked the Lions to win. Picked the Steelers over the Colts. Yeah, Steelers over the Colts is an upset. I guess I can say that, yeah. Interesting. Man. But again, appreciate you guys hanging out for this one. Again, hopefully it's a decent game. I don't know. It's trending to me or it's not. But again, I'll be here. I will say, though, if it does get too crazy, I'll probably start getting delirious with my calls. So I got to do some stuff anyway with the channel. So... Yep, we're just waiting now at this point. Yeah, I mean, if Seattle just goes down and scores, I mean, it'll be a good night for sure. I mean, again, I'll stay here, but geez. Youngest quarterback to start for 5 different teams. Geez, last year, of course, in Minnesota, throws for 35 passing touchdowns, most by a quarterback who switched teams the next season. That's an interesting record. They really had to search for that one. Since 2024 through Week 8, 253 passing yards a game, 47 touchdowns. That's all top 5 of the NFL. Of course, I did forget to include that Darnold had 19 wins. Caleb Williams says, who's the better quarterback now? Who's the better quarterback now with what? Oh, as far as Justin Fields and Caleb Williams? I mean, Caleb Williams was always the better quarterback out of those two. As Darnold drops back, looking, fires. It's caught at the 13. He's at the 15 and brought down at the 17-yard line. Caleb Williams, I mean, he's all right, I guess. I wouldn't say he's good. I don't think I would still trust him over a lot of people. I don't think I would. No way. But out of those two, yeah, I mean, it's always. I mean, I understand why they moved off Justin Fields, 100%. Justin Fields isn't good. 2nd and 5 here at the 18. Darnold under center. Receiver to the right, tight end in tight, moving in motion as Darnold hands it off to Walker. Walker is just devoured. Can't get anything there. That's going to be... Yeah, he just got back to the line of scrimmage as it's 3rd and 5 now for Seattle. So 3rd and 5. This would be rare if they're able to get Seattle off the field. Again, Seattle's looked really good tonight. And the defense, of course, has not. 3rd and 5. Darnold in the shotgun. Darnold clapping, getting the snap off. Darnold drops back, steps up, throws. It is caught at the 35. He's at 20, 30. And brought down at the 40. I kind of messed up where he caught it at, but it doesn't matter. It's a brand new set of downs for the Seahawks. JSN again, just finding the open space. That's what he does. It's caught at not the 35, the 25. I forgot where they were for a sec. 1st and 10 here at the 40. Darnold under center, sending a man in motion. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Darnold, play action, rolling to his right, fires. It is caught at the 40. He's at the 35, stays in bounds at the 20. 10, touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. Where was the defense? What in the world? Cody White got hit as soon as he caught it, then stayed in bounds. And I was waiting for someone else to come out, in the frame, but no one did. Wow, a 60-yard catch and run, and this one is a route. Darnold again rolling to his right. It's just a corner route. Tried to tackle him, just didn't. And yeah, there was nothing doing. 27-0. Wow. Myers on to attempt the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 28-0. Seattle over Washington. Wow. I mean, this is a wow. This is a blowout, folks. Oh, my gosh. I don't blame anyone if they all want to leave at this point. Like, what the? I mean, this is crazy. Maybe if Darnold has like 10 touchdowns, I can win my fantasy game. Would be pretty cool. Already has to be 37 points. But definitely a long way to go. Definitely down by a lot. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out for this one. And you still have another half to go. I know. I can't leave. You guys can. Lucky you. I have to stay. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Tell you what, if we see something, if Seattle just puts up 72 points, it's all good, right? Or no, the NFL record's 73, actually. I'm pretty sure. Obviously, we're nowhere close to 72 by the Redskins. Okay, yeah. But, hey, man, if Seattle just goes up and down the field, why not? Why not? I don't think Seattle's punted. I don't think they have. I'm for it. I'm for it, folks. Man, what a game. Maybe Grossi and all them, like all the big guys, are like, what? It's a blowout. Let's go and just turn it off. It's it. And then, maybe that's how I can survive. That'd be fun. Get some views maybe to trickle in, but then they all go to Chat Sports. Oh, that'd be wild. Oh, let's go to Chat Sports. Yeah. Love it. Love it indeed, for sure. Next Saturday exclusively on Peacock, the Spurs and Man United. For next Sunday, Manchester City and Liverpool. That's the Premier League. That's a terrible. That was a terrible British accent, but we tried. What the Sigma Skibbity 28-0. I really dislike the Seahawks. Why? Now, what's with the Sigma and Skibbity? I mean, that is just that's horrible. That is the worst thing you've ever said on the channel, and you've said a lot, by the way. I want to make that perfectly clear. All right, here is the kickoff, fielded at the 1. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, 30, and the Seahawks bring him down at the 31. Maybe the NFL told him, hey, look, you guys are going to get wrecked tonight, and we're going to end this Redskin thing once and for all. You put on the Redskins uniforms, you get blown out, you never want to wear them again. There you go. There's a conspiracy theory. There you go. All right, 1st and 10 here at the 31. In the shotgun is Daniels. 2 receivers left. 2 tight ends in tight to the right. Daniels sending a man in motion. Daniels, play action. Looking, steps up, moving to his right, and he's going to take off and run. He's at the 35 and hit at the 38. Daniels, better be careful there. Williams needs to do some quarterback runs. Who's Williams? I don't know who. Are you talking about Caleb Williams? I mean, I guess. I don't know. He's not playing right now, so I don't care. I don't care what Caleb Williams does. 2nd and 2 coming up for the Redskins. Ball at the 39. Daniels in the pistol. 2 receivers left, tight ends in tight to the right. Daniels is going to hand it off up the middle, leaning forward, spinning around, and gets the first down. But the flock of Hawks all over him. Rodriguez with the carry, gain of 4. And a Redskin first down. Sarcastic cheers from the crowd, and I don't blame them because it has been rough. I mean, you can just tell by the score. The Redskins need to do more W&D efforts. I don't even know what that means. Wind? No idea. 1st and 10 in the pistol is Daniels. 2 tight ends in tight. Actually 3. 1 receiver out wide. Daniels hands it off. Up the middle, it's Rodriguez at the 50 and brought down around the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and that's a Redskin first down. Your texts are off. Oh, okay. It happens. 1st and 10 at the 46. Daniels in the shotgun. Trips left, 2 receivers to the right. Daniels drops back, looking, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 40 and brought down at the 36. That's going to be close to a first down marker there. I don't know where they're going to mark it. They're going to actually say he's short, bringing him down at the 36. They're going to need to get to the 35.5 for a brand new set of downs. And it's all good, Trisk. All good. As Daniels is in the pistol, Rodriguez is in the backfield. Daniels sending a man in motion. Daniels awaiting the snap, hands it off. Up the middle is Rodriguez, and he's got the first down a little bit more as he's brought down at the 33. That's a gain of 3 for Rodriguez and a first down. Pete Carroll joining the chat. Let's rock. Appreciate you, Pete, for stopping on by. Congratulations on the loss earlier. I'm sure you're really happy that your former team, the Seahawks, are doing well. But I appreciate you, Pete, for stopping on by. Nick needs Barner to score. Gotcha. Hey, you never know. They may not pass a lot now. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I'm thinking of. Like, hey, maybe they just run it at this point. So, again, that's a 2-minute warning. 28-0 Seahawks over the Redskins. So, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. I know it's a blowout, so I really do appreciate that I have people watching because, yeah, this is crazy. This is not what we wanted. We did not want this. This is the worst possible outcome. Actually, the worst possible outcome would actually be a good stream. A lot of people here, but then the game stinks. You know, because then if the game stinks, then I can't do a good job. I definitely I feel like I rise to the occasion in good games, and then when it's a blowout, it's like, man, it just doesn't mean as much. I can't have the same passion when I call a game, I guess. I don't know. It's something I should work on, but I did call 2 other games today. Stinky Pete from Toy Story. No idea. Stinky Pete. Was that the guy number 2, I think, right? How are you doing tonight, my friend? It's Scott again. How's it going, Scott? Good to see you. Thank you again for tuning in. How embarrassing. Yeah, it's a lot. It is embarrassing. It is embarrassing, Pete. Redskins will make adjustments and come back in the second half. We'll see. That would also be a pretty good scenario where, hey, you know what? Wow, what's happening there? It's now 28-21. Oh, I should probably check in with DrDelay and see what's going on. Maybe not. Toyota halftime show coming up. They're going to talk about Mahomes being cold, Allen hot, and then Stafford makes Rams history. So congratulations to Matthew Stafford, I guess. Not really a Stafford guy, but seems to do well. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Redskins with 1:57 left to go in the first half. Ball at the 33. Daniels actually still in the huddle. They're all in the huddle. I mean, it's a huddle. You would hope so. I would like a close game here. That's why, I don't know, I like close games. They're just much better. 1st and 10, Daniels in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. That is Samuel. And that's a play action. Fires. It's caught at the 25. He's at the 20 and brought down at the 18. Nice catch there by Jalen Lane. 15 yards on the play, and that is a Redskin first down. Let's go for a first down. I think that is the goal every time, Trisk, I would say. But I appreciate that. Appreciate the comment. 1st and 10 here with 1:30 and counting. Daniels in the shotgun. Receiver to left. Tight ends in tight. Rodriguez in the backfield. Ball at the 18. Sending a man in motion. Daniels takes the snap. Hands it off up the middle. This is Rodriguez still fighting forward to the 15 and brought down at the 13. That's a good run. Hard-fought run by Rodriguez. Gain of 5, and there's a timeout by Seattle. Seattle taking a timeout. I guess they want the ball back. Let's go number 13. There we go. Pete loving it. Pete loving the first down. Pete loving the fact that they're moving the ball now. Yeah, this is looking like the best drive so far by Washington tonight. What's the holdup? I don't know. They just keep on. It's a timeout, by the way. It's a timeout. I just heard Bob Trumpy passed away. Bengals great broadcaster. Yeah, he seemed like a decent. I don't know. I saw some old interviews with him. He seemed like a very cool guy, honestly. So that's kind of a shame. Did you expect this game to be a blowout? No, I did not. I did not. So hopefully, I don't know. It's sad. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people are passing away now. It's kind of crazy. All right, 2nd and 5 here for Washington. I thought that we were returning from a timeout. This is like a long timeout here. Oh, there was an injury on the play as well. Ooh, Jones the 4th, his ankle got caught. And that's not good. So 2nd and 5 here at the 13. Daniels in the pistol. 2 receivers left, tight ends in tight, sending a man in motion. Daniels fakes the pitch, moving to his left, fires. It is way out of bounds, incomplete. He was aiming for the cameraman. That was way up elevated. That was interesting. And now it's 3rd and 5 coming up for the Redskins. Washington coming back. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Would be nice, though. Again, like I'm pulling for it. Just to make it a game. So 3rd and 5, ball at the 13. They need to get to the 8. The 8 for a brand new set of downs. In the shotgun is Daniels. Sending a man in motion is Daniels. Daniels drops back, looking over the middle, moving to his right. He's going to take off and run. He's at the 10, the 5, and hit at the 1. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Redskins. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 1. Daniels should start running some more. He just got it. 6 carries, 36 yards. He's the best rusher so far for the team tonight. Averaging 6 yards a carry. Getting 12 on that one. You dig, I guess. I guess I do. I would dig that, actually, if Washington again came back. 1st and goal at the 1. In the shotgun is Daniels. Daniels going to take the snap up the middle, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. And they cut the lead to 22. So there you go. They cut the lead to 22 with 53 seconds remaining in the first half. Oh, my goodness. I'm assuming we're going to pen the extra, or we're going to have the extra point here. We're pending there. There's a snap to hold the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. 28-7 is your score. 53 seconds left to go here in the first half. Got to start somewhere. Yep, that is true. Got to start somewhere. Maybe this is the start of something. Now, got to get it back. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't think they're going to get it back here. I mean, well, I guess they have all 3 timeouts, so if Seattle looks to... Well, then again, Seattle took a timeout earlier, so I don't know. I mean, you have to imagine they're going to try to like push it down the field pretty quickly. That's just my guess. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I mean, honestly, not too shabby for a 28-7 game, so I do appreciate you guys hanging out. As this one is just... Yeah, it's just something. But, hey, a lot of points were scored. Just a shame that one team has scored most of them, I guess. Daniels, 7 carries, 37 yards and a touchdown. Through the air, he's 7 for 11 and 64 yards and a pick. And, of course, Sam Darnold, he doesn't know what an incomplete pass is yet, as he's 13 for 13, 229 yards and 4 touchdowns. Walker, 6 for 26 on the ground. JSN, 5 for 73. Again, he's just so good. He really is. Stream plans for Monday, I don't know yet. I hope I do Monday Night Football, but YouTube TV and ESPN are just still fighting, so... I don't know. It's really frustrating. So I don't think I don't know. As of now, I can't cover it, but I have it ready just in case. Showing you behind the scenes stuff here. Showing my live section. Literally, it's right there. I literally just have it unlisted because I don't know. Literally, because I just don't know. Oh, well. 13 for 13. Yeah, no, he's good. All right, we're back here in Landover, Maryland. 28-7 is the score. We may be going out for a late lunch or an early dinner, hence the question, where and when and why. With who? About what? There is the kickoff. And fielded at the 3. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. Oh, he's blown up at the 25. And hey, the Redskins are all hyped up there. So maybe that's what does it. Maybe that's what gets them involved. Onside kick would be great. Yeah, it would be great. Unfortunately, the NFL hates fun. And you can't onside kick until it's like the fourth quarter and you have to be down. It's all stupid. The NFL is no fun. It's a no fun league for sure. Definitely not a fan of what it's become. 1st and 10 here at the 24. Darnold is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Darnold kind of changing up the play here. Darnold takes a snap, looking over the middle, fires, it's caught at the 35, he's at the 40, and brought down at the 43. That's Jackson Smith-Njigba. I'm telling you, this guy, he's open almost every time. Clock continues to run now, 34 seconds. They're going to have to hurry here. A little too much time wasted, I think. 30 seconds, 29, 28. Darnold takes the snap, looking to his right, fires, it's caught at the 50. He's got to get out of bounds, and he does not. Barner's going to have to call a timeout here. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. We get the ball after half. Honestly, I don't even remember who in the world got the ball. I honestly forgot. No, it's Seattle. Seattle's got the ball coming out. Seattle gets the ball coming out at half. Yeah, Washington started off. Jeez. I gave you a like. Appreciate it. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. Definitely helps. So 2nd and 3 here for the Seahawks. Oh, crap. Just realized. Ball at the 49. Darnold in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Darnold drops back, steps up, looking, fires down the right side, caught at the 30, brought out of bounds at the 25. Jackson Smith Njigba. Have a day already, 119 yards. Doesn't have a touchdown yet, but geez, most likely Chili's in Silsby because enjoy going out with the lovely wife and daughter-in-law. Late lunch, early dinner. I gotcha. Why? Because we can. That's good. That's a good reason, I guess. Yeah, Seattle has the ball. So 1st and 10 coming up at the 23. JSN is amazing. He's really good. Well, they're going to say he was down in bounds. Oh, where? I don't know. I thought I saw his foot drag out of bounds. Clock should not have stopped. No, I mean, I thought he stepped out of bounds. But it looks like they're going to reverse it, I guess. That's interesting. So, again, we are under review here to seeing if he stepped out of bounds. So, I mean, if the play is... I don't know. I think he stepped out, but it is what it is. Bears win. Good. Packers lose. Even better. Yep. Rob, a big Bears fan. Interesting, I guess. I don't know. I thought he was out of bounds, but it looks like it's going to be reversed. What a train wreck. Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. So, again, we're just kind of waiting to see what the call is, and it's just taking forever. Jeez. Just taking forever, folks. 28-7 is your score. Seattle leading over Washington. Seattle is just crushing it. I mean, it is just crushing it. I promise that's the chair, by the way. The stank chair with all the squeaks and the creaks. Man. After review. Runner was down in bounds. Wow. So Seattle is not using their timeout to stop. That's weird. Why is he not taking his timeout? That's weird. That is weird. The fact that they're not going to take the timeout prior to the 10-second runoff, that is pretty wild to me. Not even give themselves a chance. I mean, I bet they could easily. I mean, I'm not maybe not easily score, but just the fact that, hey, give yourself a chance to just chuck it in the end zone. And with how the, I mean, look at he's 16 for 16. That is really weird. Yeah, no, it is. It's extremely weird. What the heck? That is ridiculous, in my opinion. I mean, how do you not take a timeout to nullify that 10-second runoff? I don't know. That is fishy, in my opinion. That is weird. Is this still a game? Not really. So Jason Myers going to come on to kick a 41-yard field goal to try to make this a 24-point game. Currently, again, 28-7. That was really weird, the fact that they just kind of threw in the towel there. Snap the hold to kick. It is up. It is good. 31-7 is your score at the half, folks. And this is a blowout. This is a blowout, 31-7. I mean, what a game to really put on Sunday night. Steelers-Colts was better. Tell you what, actually, the game of the day, well, I mean, I guess Bears-Bengals would have been game of the day because I didn't get to see it, but I heard it was really good. But Raiders and Jaguars, to me, that was a great game. It is only a 3-score game, yeah. I mean, I guess, but that's still weird, though. That makes no sense. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't take their time out. I'm confused on why they would just... Oh. I don't know why they didn't ask him, like, hey, why did you take the time out there, buddy? So, anyway, the stats here for the half. Sam Darnold, 16 for 16, 282, and 4 touchdowns. He's got a perfect passer rating. I mean, he's literally playing amazing. As far as stats are concerned, it's perfect. Jane Daniels, 7 for 11, 64 yards, and a pick. Passer rating of 41.5. Seattle rushing. Walker III, 6 for 26. Smith and Jigba, 1 for 11. Charbonnet, 4 for 11. Washington, Daniels, 7 for 37 and a touchdown. Rodriguez, 4 for 24. Cross-game Merritt, 5 for 15. And McNichols, 1 for nothing. Seattle receiving JSN, 7 for 119. I mean, I'm just saying, he's so good. White, 1 for 60 and a touchdown. Horton, 3 for 42 and 2 touchdowns, pardon me. Arroyo, 1 for 26 and a touchdown. Walker III, 2 for 19. Barner, 2 for 16. Washington, Ertz, 3 for 21. Samuel, 2 for 18. Lane, 1 for 15. And Bates, 1 for 10. Team stats, Seattle with 330 yards. Washington with 140. Washington has actually ran one more play, 28 plays to Seattle's 27. Jeez, first down, Seattle with 15, Washington with 9. But again, it doesn't matter because they're just getting blown out. Time of possession pretty much the same. Yeah, that is crazy. What did Sam Bradford do? I don't know. Sam Bradford didn't do nothing. What the heck does that have to do with anything? Did I say Sam Bradford? Are you talking about Sam Darnold? Anyway, Sam Bradford, yeah, he was not good. When did Sam Bradford retire? Now that I got time here, because again, we're just kind of hanging out, not doing much. This game's kind of one-sided. Looking up some Sam Bradford at the half here. Last played for Arizona. Oh, I did not know that, Nick. I didn't realize he played for Arizona in 2018. 0 for 3. 0-3 as a starter. 2 touchdowns, 4 picks. Jeez, yeah, that was not good. Quarterback rating of 62. He was the offensive rookie of the year in 2010. Wow. That's not bad for rookie. 18 touchdowns, 3,500 yards, 7-9. Yeah, I can see why he's an offensive rookie of the year. Completion, yards per completion, though, kind of low, 9.9. That's not good. Yards per attempt, 6. Ooh. But again, I guess as a rookie, it's all right. Interesting. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say, so I guess we're going to chill here for the next 9 minutes and hope that we can get through this time. No problem. He actually led the NFL in completion percentage in 2016. 2017, I guess that was the year. 2017 was the Case Keenum year, I think. Yeah, 2017 Case Keenum. Let me check that for sure. Yep, Case Keenum, 11-3. That's interesting. Bradford had better stats. It was 2-0. I'm assuming he got hurt. What the heck? I'm assuming he did get hurt. He got hurt all the time. 16-10, 16-7. Missed a whole year. 14-15, 2-3. Yeah. Interesting. Packers, Tucker Kraft, blowout ACL. Yeah, I know. Chris said that earlier that he might have tore his ACL. That is tough. So, yeah, no, that's tough because, again, he's an emerging star. He was really coming into his own there. So that's a big loss hopefully he's back and just as good next year. I meant to say Matt Stafford. Stafford did pretty good. I don't know what the record he was. I'm kind of listening in. So let's see here. Stafford, 24 for 32, 281, 4 touchdowns. Jeez, I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, this game is a stinker, man. What the heck? They're showing highlights here. The Buffalo-Kansas City game. Of course, that was the game of the day on paper, of course. Good to see Buffalo winning again. Against Kansas City. The problem is, Kansas City, if they played in the playoffs, I mean, we're all going to pick Kansas City to win. Apparently, Mahomes was hit 15 times today. Jeez, that's rough. Jeez. Mahomes just chucking it up, and that's a pick. Yep. That is a killer. Polar opposites. Completion percentage for Patrick, 44.1%. Again, when you're hit 15 times, I mean, you're not going to do well at all. Jeez, completion percentage for Josh Allen, 88%. Most touchdowns in a 2-game span for the Rams. Oh, is that really it? I thought that would be more impressive the way they were building it up. Man. Chiefs not in a playoff spot as of now, but do we really think the 5-4 Chiefs aren't going to get in the playoffs? Do we really think that? Probably not. It's hard to believe. Warner and Bulger had some good years there. Yeah, that is kind of hard to believe. But, I don't know. I mean, Stafford is looking all right this year, and I'm not a Stafford guy, but looking pretty good. Go and look up Stafford. This won't include the stats of today, but he had 5 touchdowns the last time he played, which was 2 weeks ago, and 4 touchdowns today. Wow, yeah. So he's at 21 touchdowns already and just 2 picks. Jeez, I mean, this might be his best year. This might be his best year, to be honest with you. I mean, if it continues, of course. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. Again, I'm not really one to think Stafford's a Hall of Famer, but I mean, if he wins another ring, I would be. It's hard for me to argue against that. Leads the NFL with 21 touchdown passes. Yeah. I got the football with the spike. You got the soccer ball. There's no way you got the football or the soccer ball. Okay, there's the football, yeah. Yeah, 30 likes. Hey, that's pretty good. Appreciate you guys. For not like a big turnout, that's awesome. So I really do thank you guys. Joe Flacco, this is only his first time in his career he's thrown 400 yards. I find that hard to believe. Wow. What the heck? I did not know that. Oldest player with 470 yards, obviously. It's a very specific stat. 4 starts with the Bengals, 32 points a game. I mean, jeez. Flacky had 400. Yeah. Flacco just slinging it. Flacco, man, that guy still got it. He's still got it. Yeah, that is, I don't know. That's shocking to me. I would have figured he would have had like a 400-yard game already. Like, how is that? How is that even possible? Oh, well. I mean, that's shocking to me. I feel like he would have had it already. 400 yards. Let me check out Joe Flacco here. I was told this guy was washed last year. So And is he great? No, but hey, he's playing well. It's kind of like doing what he did with the Browns a few years ago. Man, if he didn't throw any picks yet, if he didn't throw any picks today, then he still has no interceptions as a quarterback of the Bengals in 4 games. Actually curious there. Flacco threw 2 picks. Okay. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins both with 100 yards. Chase Brown, 75 yards catching. Receiving, I should say. Jeez. Caleb Williams, 20 for 34 and 3 touchdowns. Pretty good day statistically there for him. You're eating candy. Oh, that's cool. Good stuff there, man. I'm just kind of chilling. I could go for a chocolate bar or something. I like chocolate. Chocolate's my favorite candy. I don't really eat too much candy. Yeah, obviously I used to as a kid, but not really anymore. And when I do, it's chocolate. I don't really like anything else. I guess maybe a sour or something like that. But no, it's really just chocolate. I'm fat because I just don't exercise. I need to exercise. I don't really eat too much. Yeah, I need to start moving. I really do. Cleared off the treadmill. That's a start. Treadmill is kind of just a storage thing at this point. But I actually got to get on it again. I actually got down pretty low for me, I guess, at this point in my life. I was at 218, but now I'm back up. Back up to pretty much where I was. That's kind of pathetic. Oh, well. Man, about 4 minutes left. Jeez, I got nothing for you. I don't have any rants. Pretty happy. If the Steelers lost today, I probably would have had a rant for you at halftime. Would have been nice to do that. If there's anyone here curious to know what your thoughts are on the Colts. Do you think the Colts are for real, or is the Colts just flash in the pan? I think they are that myself. But wait, I thought okay, well, never mind. I thought someone else had. Thought the guy was playing tonight had JSN, but they don't. Interesting. Oh, someone else does. Just saying, if Darnold throws for another 300 yards and a few touchdowns, I'm going to win this fantasy game, folks. Probably not going to happen. Went to the Dia de los Muertos parade in Waco. I tried to roll the R, didn't do it there. I was thrown a large Reese's cup. It was wrapped in 7 ounces of jumbo. It was a wrapped 7-ounce jumbo Reese's cup. I did not know they existed. I will enjoy it in the future. A big 7-ounce. That is pretty big. Sam Darnold, 16 for 16, 282, 4 touchdowns. JSN, 7 catches, 119. It's only halftime. Exactly. It is. They look really good. They are who we thought they were. That's Art Shell. Did Art Shell actually start that? Because I thought it was Dennis Green. They are who they thought they were. I thought Dennis Green did that. Not Art Shell. I mean, I know Art Shell, but I mean, he was a little bit before my time. He may have said that, and Dennis Green just copied him. But I think Dennis Green said it probably better. I mean, I've never actually heard Art Shell say it, so maybe he did say it good. Pete Carroll loving it. It's excited to get back in action here. Reese's is the best candy. Well, Reese's is both chocolate and peanut butter, so I gotcha. Reese's is the best chocolate. It's good. I'd have to, I don't know. I like, people were going to say it's not chocolate. I would say Hershey's Cookies and Cream. I prefer that. But I do like a good Reese's. I also like Crunch. Crunch bar. I like a Mr. Good bar. Mr. Good bar slept on. I think that is a slept on candy chocolate bar. Dennis Green when he was in Chicago. Yeah. I thought Dennis Green said that. But all right, here is the kickoff. Seattle has it. Oh, he fumbles it. Picks it up at the 10. He's at the 15 and brought down at the 18. Well, that's not a good start if you're Seattle. Again, you're up by 24, but you don't want to come out flat and then have Washington come back and then everyone thinks it's scripted. You would hate for that to happen. Cam Little's legit. He is legit. He's a great kicker. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Seattle as they're at their own 19. Darnold is under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. And Darnold's going to hand it off. This is Walker. Walker is brought down at the 20. That is a gain of 1. So we'll see again what Seattle decides to do here. You're feeling a comeback. That would be interesting. Would be best for the channel for sure, but that would be shocking. I kind of want to see Seattle pour it on. Honestly, I kind of want to see how many points they can score because they are good. 2nd and 9. Of course, if they both went back and forth at this point, that'd be fun too. Darnold in the shotgun. Horton moving to his left. 2 receivers to the right. Darnold drops back, looking to his right. Now over to his left. Fires. It's caught at the 25. And he's leaning and fighting, but he's going to be just a yard short. That is Barner with the catch. That is a gain of 8, and it makes it 3rd and 1 coming up for Seattle. I like Reese's Hershey Symphony Chocolate. Now, that's pretty good, but I really like Snickers Peanut Butter. Snickers are good. They're good. They're good. Tell you what, Dove Chocolate is also really good if you're ever feeling kind of... Well, it's not expensive, but, kind of fancy. It's very soft and kind of melts. 3rd and 1, Darnold under center. Darnold looking, fires down the right side. It is tipped up in the air, and it's incomplete. And his completion percentage falls from 100%. Yeah, Trisk, again, you're probably ahead, so I appreciate it. But again, let's chill on that. Lattimore with the coverage. Throw is a little bit underthrown. Hello, all, Trisk. Do you remember the Reese's Cookie Cups? That sounds really good. How's it going, Sean, by the way? As there is the punt. Field at the 18. He's at the 20. And he's hit at the 22. That's a return of just 4 yards. Thomas with the tackle. So here comes Washington. Again, they're down 31-7. Pete Carroll really loving. Again, Pete Carroll hates Seattle. They kind of got rid of him, so I could see why he's cheering for Washington here tonight. Jay Harbaugh, the Seahawks special teams coordinator. Okay. Interesting. Jay Harbaugh. His uncle is John Harbaugh. Interesting. 1st and 10 here at the 21. Might see Jay Harbaugh be a coach one day. I didn't know there was a Jay Harbaugh to exist. As he is in the pistol, Daniels hands it off, makes a guy miss. He's at the 20, cuts inside of the 25, and he's brought down at the 26 for a gain of 5. That is Krosky Merritt with the run and a gain of 5. It was a peanut butter cup filled with half peanut butter, half Oreo. Wow, that sounds good. I would have loved to have that. Poli Vikings versus the Colts. No. 2nd and 5. Daniels drops back, looking, stepping up, fires down the middle. It is caught at the 50, pushed out of bounds at the 48. That is Zach Ertz. And that really hurts the Seattle defense. Just like that, they're across the 50. Does Ertz still play for the... Yes, he does. For the Skins. Why did I have to face Brock Bowers in fantasy this week? I don't know. It's random. That's just unlucky. It's just unlucky, sir. 1st and 10 here for the Redskins. They are at the Seattle 48. Actually make it to 49. Sending a man in motion. Daniels in the shotgun. Daniels hands it off up the middle to Krosky Merritt, and he is leaning and fighting for a gain of 3. Pete Carroll, what are your thoughts on the Jets? Hey, Pete Carroll used to coach there as well. He used to coach there as well. He really wants to know, apparently. Jets are Super Bowl contenders. They are Super Bowl. Yes, they are legit. Second and 6. Daniels drops back. And he runs into a Seattle lineman, and down he goes. That's a sack. The tag team of Reed and Williams there to bring him down. That's a loss of 7 on the play. And that is huge. Now it's going to be 3rd and 13 for the Redskins. The cookie cups came out in the 96-97 era. Oh, you didn't save Manny. You should have given your newborn child, Trisk, a cookie cup. That sounds great. Jets are all right, but they need better offense. I don't think they're all right, personally. I think they're worse than all right. 3rd and 13, Daniels in the shotgun. Daniels drops back, looking, fires. It is incomplete. Heavy pressure there on the edge as he threw it to Samuel, but unable to make the connection. And it falls incomplete. Washington going to have to punt it away. 10:56 left to go here in the third quarter. I purchased 2 items of 90 cents and 99 cents, and the grocery clerk put them in a... I don't even know. Okay. Pete Carroll, you went 1-15 with the Jets. Could you turn them around if we rehired? Probably not. Probably go 1-15 with the Jets team now. Tressway back to punt. As here is the punt from Way. As he sends it away, and that's fair caught at the 12. Torrey Horton with the catch. And that is going to take us to a commercial break. 31-7, 10:50 left to go in the third quarter. I'm definitely going through the motions at this point. I just need Marvin Harrison Jr. to have 40 points tomorrow night, and you'll win. Yeah, that's pretty legit. I would say that's fair. Probably happens, honestly. You have that in the bag. No way they are punting. Yep. Pete Carroll can't believe it. If you're punting here, you're just accepting defeat. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It's 4th and 13. You can't go for it on 4th and 13. If it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, that's fine. 4th and 4 even, I would probably go for it. 4th and 13, you got to punt. You got to hope your defense can hold them. How was your day today, Doctor? It was all right. I had a good day today. Better than yesterday. Yesterday, not so great for the channel. But today has been fine. It's been a good day. A little concerned, I guess, with recent performances. But other than that, I guess it is what it is. As far as personally, I'm okay. Hanging in there, How about you, Sean? How's everything going? Hopefully all is well. I know we're probably both upset about the Dodgers. Come on, get you a game on. Yeah, I mean, we got nothing here, Pete. It is bad. I'd like to see a close game, Pete. Honestly, I'm coming around. If Washington comes back, I'm cool with it. I'm actually definitely for it at this point because this is really boring and kind of pathetic, And what bothers me is that if the Steelers played the Commies here, it'd be a close game, and Seattle's is making it look so easy. I hate the Dodgers. Yeah. Blue Jays got rigged. I don't know about all that. But that was rough, though. Okay, we're back here in Landover, Maryland, where, again, it's been a one-sided game. 31-7. Seattle will have the ball at their 12. Good day today, all things considered, but yes, very annoyed. Yeah, I think most of us are. That was rough. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 12. Again, I imagine we'll see more of a conservative offense here by Seattle as they're looking just to chew the clock, get out of here with the win. Darnold under center, sending a man in motion. That is Barner. As Darnold takes the snap, rolling to his right. Darnold just chunks it down the field. It is incomplete pass intended for JSN, able to get a hand on it. Oh, and there's a late flag. Oh, my goodness. That was as late as you can throw it. They were pretty much practically lined up for the next play. Pass interference defense number 31. Unbelievable. Wow. That is pretty amazing to me. Let's see here if I agree. Oh, no, that is not a foul. He may have gotten there just a tad early. Oh, he did pin the left arm. I think that's really the reason. That's fair, I guess. That was pretty crazy, though. 1st and 10 at the 40. Darnold under center, sending a man in motion. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Actually, 2 receivers to the right. Walker in the backfield as he hands it off to Walker. And Walker is able to walk his way to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. As it's been not much happening here lately with Walker. 8 carries, 28 yards. He gets extra time for warm-up pitches. Oh, I didn't even know. Show is given half an hour every half inning to warm up. I don't think that's necessarily true. Son of a biscuit, late flag from 20 yards away, not even close to pass interference. It was close. I do not want next Sunday night to come. Oh, come on. Seals will be fine. His hands were around, but no contact. No, he was holding down. He was holding the left hand down. I think that's a fair call when they showed that angle. 2nd and 10, and there is a timeout. Timeout, Seattle. Why not? 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 31-7. You got the free trial on YouTube to watch Game 7. The best part for me was the Dodgers were losing all game and Freeman was quiet, so I didn't have to see any frivolous stanza. Yeah, that is fair. Justin Herbert and Madison Beer scare you. They shouldn't. They really shouldn't. Yeah, we're fine. It's going to be a good game. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing victory by any means. I think the Chargers are a solid team, but I think it'll be a good game. Steelers on Sunday night. Yep, they are. All right, 2nd and 9 coming up for the Seahawks. They play the Chargers. Darnold is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Darnold drops back, looking to his right. Fires. It is caught at the 45. Horton still up on his feet, but now he's brought down. That is a gain of 5 as he's brought down at the 46. Horton, that was his 4th catch of the night. 48 yards. Not too shabby. Again, 2 touchdowns already, so he's had a great night already, but, definitely wants some more yards there. JSN, on the other hand, 119 yards, no touchdowns. Darnold is in the shotgun. Trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right. They need to get to the 50 for a brand new set of downs. Darnold in the shotgun. Drops back, looking over the middle. Steps up, moving to his left. Fires. It is intercepted. Intercepted. And Washington will take over around midfield. And yes, this team is down 24. And they are taking the ball into the end zone to do a pick. Isn't that insane? I swear, if I were the head coach, I'd make it pretty clear early on, like, we're down by a lot. We're down by it all. Actually, we're not doing it at all. If I see anyone doing it, you're fined 10% of your paycheck. I'm not even kidding. That's the stupidest crap. I mean, I might sound like a boomer, but it's so stupid, especially when you're down 24 points. That is the dumbest thing in the world. Is it in San Diego or Los Angeles, this guy? It's in Los Angeles. We want to come back. We do. But I hate when they celebrate picks when you're down 24. Daniel's going to hand it off to Samuel. Samuel hesitating and is pushed out of bounds around the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2. The Steelers once celebrated getting a pick, not a pick 6, but they were down like 29-7, I think, to Minnesota a few years ago. That was pretty embarrassing. That was the worst thing I saw a Steeler do. And so I thought until Chase Claypool made a catch with 10 seconds left on the 4th down to get the first down, pointed to the first down, and ended up fumbling the ball right after that. That was horrible. 2nd and 7 at the 50. Daniels in the shotgun, trips to the right to one receiver to left. Daniels drops back, looking, steps up, and escaping. Oh, and he's still on his feet. And he is going to be whistled down at the 45. What do you mean taking into the end zone? Yeah, so it's like common trend now once, like when teams get a turnover in the NFL, like it doesn't matter the score. You can be down by 30 points. You can be down by 24 like the commies just were, or they still are. But you get a pick and you just run down to the end zone. It's like a group pick for the defense. They're all like looking in front of the camera like, hey, look at us. Don't look at the score. But it's been happening now for like 5 years. It's the worst trend. It's so annoying. In the shotgun is Daniels. Daniels hands it off up the middle, leaning forward, and he's got the first down and a little bit more. Rodriguez Jr. definitely a little bit more difficult to bring down than Krosky Merritt. So 1st and 10 for the Redskins at the 41. Daniels in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Daniels moving to his right. He's scrambling, and he's going to take off and run. He's at the 40, and that's where he steps out of bounds after a gain of a yard. Remember that Chase Clay? Yeah, no, exactly. That's what it was. Yeah, they were down 8, got the first down. You know, don't have any timeouts. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and point to the first down real quick. And then he gets up, and then the ball comes loose, and that wastes another 10 seconds off the clock. Yes, we lost the game. We were driving, though. That is tough to stomach. Yeah, thanks to the... Yeah, it's horrible. It is horrible. It's disgusting, honestly. Daniels in the shotgun. 2nd and 9. Daniels only has 4 seconds. They're going to call a timeout. So, yeah, Daniels going to call a timeout there with 6:40 left to go in the third quarter. He didn't like what he saw, I guess. So each team has used a timeout. Big Ben was... He was very upset. Oh, for sure. And I like Ben, of course. One of my areas of critique, you know... Oh, wow. Daniels on the previous scramble had 2 guys open. I was looking more at... They were pointing the ends, and that would have been more of a difficult throw. But Samuel was open in the... That is tough lane, yeah, breaking free in the end zone. But Debo was just wide open down the field, 10 yards. That would have been an easy completion there. But I don't know. I think Ben should have been a little bit more critical. And it's weird because the media, of course, made a big deal about how Ben was a horrible leader, throwing people under the bus. But honestly, you need to hold people accountable. I mean, he didn't hold them enough, in my opinion. That's kind of what you're seeing, though, with Rodgers. He gets on him immediately. 2nd and 9. Daniels drops back, and there's a flag. And that'll back him up 5. I say fire Tyler for Ben. No. I don't think Ben would want to be a head coach. Which Big Ben would you rather see in person, Roethlisberger or Big Ben of England? Roethlisberger. Not even close. I don't think I want to go to England. There's no reason for me to go to England right now. I don't think I would do well. I'd open my mouth, and then I would probably get sent to jail. Is that a Ben? Yeah, it is. It is. 100% Big Ben. 2nd and 14, ball at the 45 in the shotgun is Daniels. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Daniels sending a man in motion. Daniels drops back, looking over the middle. Steps up, heavy pressure. He's trying to escape, but he cannot escape the Seahawks. He cannot escape Murphy, who brings him down for another sack. And now it's 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Looking at the receivers there, Samuel's pretty locked up. This is Zach Ertz. Ertz looked like he was kind of free, but I don't know. Maybe not. That's a tough one. It's going to be 3rd and 15 here. Daniels in the shotgun. They're going backwards. They need to get to the 31 for a brand new set of downs. Daniels drops back. They're sending the blitz. Daniels under heavy pressure chucks it up, and it is batted up in the air, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. And there is a flag. Personal foul, chop block on the offense. Penalties declined, and it's going to be 4th down. They're going to have to punt. That's a shame. Again, obviously it's 4th down. They're down by 24. You'd like to see them go for it. They are being down 24, but I mean, you don't get this. You're handing Seattle a short field. I mean, they're just on 3rd and long. They get themselves in 3rd and long situations, and then of course they get nothing out of it. And Washington's going to keep the offense on the field. I wonder if the Commanders are good anymore. I wonder, right? Yeah. And I was called crazy for this, by the way. Not to say, obviously Daniels has been hurt the last 3 weeks, and I get that. But I will tell you more after this play. Hold on one second. In the shotgun is Daniels. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Daniels drops back, sending 5. Daniels under heavy pressure, escaping, moving up in the pocket. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40, tripped up from behind. Daniels throws the ball in frustration. He can't believe it. Tripped up from behind, turnover on downs, and Seattle will take over at their own 40. But anywho, am I taking Jackson Dart over? I don't know about that. I don't think so. I'm taking Daniels. I think Dart, it's more because he's playing in New York. He's playing fine, but to say he's great, that is greatly overstated. Now, Daniels is good. Daniels is a good young quarterback. But anywho, so I had, looking back at this, I had Washington at 14, okay? And I was ripped for this, especially on TikTok. I had them going 9-8. I look at history, folks. History isn't what I always look at, but history is really big. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's look at the commies. Look at them since 2007. All right, losing the wild card. Okay, pretty good, right? That's not too shabby. Lose, get nothing. Last. Oh, they made the playoffs. Losing the wild card. Last. Oh, made the playoffs. Losing the wild card. Then it's last. Up, losing the wild card. Oh, look at that. Random good year. Second to last. Losing the conference championship. Obviously, that's different, but my point is they'll have this one random good year, make the playoffs, and then do nothing for years. And I was ripped for it. I said, history says you're not going to do well this year. I'm saying you're going to go 9-8. I think you might break the trend, but, I don't know. I said, I don't know. I don't know if you guys make the playoffs this year. Well, you're about to be 3-6. So there you go. Over on Down syndrome, this guy. I'm going to call it a night. Take care. Yes, you have a good night, Sean. Appreciate you for stopping on by. Ron Rivera was a horrible head coach. Definitely not great. I don't know if he was horrible, but definitely not great. A little bit overrated. Obviously he made it to the Super Bowl, but he was so close to getting fired. There in Carolina. They were just playing for his job many times, and he just kept skating by. 3 playoff wins, in 13 years as a coach. Yeah, that's not good. All right, Darnold is under center as he hands it off up the middle. This is Charbonnet at the 45, brought down at the 46. And that is a gain, gain of 6 there. Again, I do apologize. I'm really going through the motions at this point. This game, not the best. But Darnold actually in the hurry up, interesting, as he's in the shotgun, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Darnold lifts the knee, gets the snap, looking to his left, now over the middle, pump fakes, and he is going to shovel past to Charbonnet at the 45. He's at the 40, and brought down at the 33-yard line. Nice play there by Darnold, but there is a flag, so we'll see what happens. I think we're going to head out as well. Doctor, have a good night. Jesus King, as always. Yes, sir. Have a good night. I don't blame you again. This game is kind of a stinker. And to be honest, I mean, my performance is matching up with it. So it's going to be a holding call on Washington. See if his knee. Wow, that was a great play by Darnold. So 1st and 10 for Darnold. Darnold under center, sending a man in motion. And Darnold hands it off to Charbonnet. Charbonnet spinning around and gets a yard as he's brought down at the 32. What a stinker. What a stinker indeed. I think I should just put on Fortnite and I'd probably have more of a crowd. Have more fun doing it. Jeez, 2nd and 9 coming up for Seattle. 4:20 and counting here in the third quarter as Darnold is under center. 2 receivers to the right, sending a man in motion. Darnold fakes the handoff, throws. It's caught at the 30. Arroyo stumbling and pushed out of bounds around the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 4. Ticking under 4 minutes now, 3:50 and counting. Again, Seattle all over Washington, 31-7. The game has really slowed down. Yeah, it's bad. Washington has missed, a lot of key players missing some key time here. Wise, of course, missed 7 games. Eckler, Armstrong, although season-ending. Will Harris has missed 6 games. Terry McLaurin has missed 5. As Darnold drops back, looking, fires over the middle. It is caught at the 19. JSN again with a nice catch and a nice first down for the Seahawks. Man, good throw, good catch by JSN. And again, 1st and 10 coming up as they are inside the 20 at the 18. Darnold is under center, who hands it off to Walker. Walker at the 15. He's at the 10 and brought down at the 7. And there is another flag. Personal foul, face mask defense. That's going to be half the distance. And it's going to be 1st and goal inside the 5. Man. So 1st and goal at the 3 as this game just keeps on going. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. This is like the worst nightmare for anybody. Ball at the 3, Darnold under center. And there is a timeout Washington. Now there's a flag. Timeout Washington, their second timeout. I would just take the penalty. Like, why in the world to try to... Oh, it's timeout Seattle. Oh, never mind. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I don't really have much else to say. This game stinks. The other games, of course, Steelers 27, Colts 20, Bears 47, Bengals 42, Vikings 27, Lions 24, Panthers 16, Packers 13, Chargers 27, Titans 20, Patriots 24, Falcons 23, Niners 34, Giants 24, Broncos 18, Texans 15, Jaguars 30, Raiders 29, Rams 34, Saints 10, and the Bills 28, Chiefs 21. That is pretty much it. Not much. Seattle's probably going to, they're going to win, so they'll move to 6-2. Again, that NFC West, multiple teams up there with 6 wins, so they need to keep pace here. As Darnold is going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Ball at the 3. Darnold drops back, looking, fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Barner. Good coverage on the play there by the linebacker. Darnold 21 for 24, 330. 4 touchdowns and a pick. The Legion of Boom, they're highlighting that, of course. Solid defense there. 5 straight postseason appearances, 2 Super Bowl appearances. Won the Super Bowl, of course, against the Broncos. That was a very disappointing game. I was definitely pulling for the Broncos in that one. Can't lie. Second and goal at the 3. Darnold hands it off to Walker up the middle, leaning forward, and he's brought down at the 1. So third and goal at the 1 for Seattle. 2:20 and counting. And man, what a game. I keep repeating it, but I'm just disappointed. I'm sure most of us are. Most of us are let down by this one for sure. I want to lean all the way back here. Mine as well. And looks like Barner's going to take the snap up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. A.J. Barner. I don't know if you needed an anytime touchdown or a receiving touchdown, but it was a rushing, so I'm sorry there, Nick, if you did need. I'm trying to scroll all the way back up. I should be able to still see it. Maybe I passed it up already. Yeah, I guess I did. I guess I passed it up. Let's see. Got to start somewhere. Seattle, Jason is amazing. Anyway, they're pending the extra points. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 38-7 is your score. What a game, folks. It's a close one over here. Need Barner to score. That's all it said. So I don't know. I don't know if it was a reception or just at any time. 38-7. What a game. What a game. Let's see here. I gotta think of something here. Again, I do appreciate you guys hanging out again. I know it's a terrible game, but I do appreciate it. Man, I got nothing. I guess I can start looking at what I'm doing next week. Again, I don't really know specifics. I do know, again, I don't know if, Nick, you're here, but I won't actually be able to do the Thursday night game, as I'll be covering a game for the local high school here. The high school, they play on Thursday this week. Final week of the regular season. They need to win, and they need some help. If they lose, they need pretty much the same result to happen. They need help. So their postseason hopes are in the hands of another school, and they aren't very good, but neither is the team that they need to beat. So there is that. But I will be able to do Atlanta, Indy, and of course Pittsburgh and LA. As far as the later window, I don't know. I don't know yet. I mean, all those games are appealing to me. I think Detroit, Washington. I don't know. Maybe it's Los Angeles and San Francisco. That's the key game. Whatever the key game is there, I probably won't do. I don't know. I have to look. I have to see what's happening. Then the 12 o'clock game, I don't know. It's still up in the air there. Still up in the air. Jacksonville, Houston could be a sneaky good one, maybe. New Orleans, Carolina, probably not. New England, Tampa Bay will probably be the one that most people call. Cleveland, New York, I don't think so. Baltimore, Minnesota, not really. Buffalo, Miami, I think that could be okay. Chicago, New York, same thing. All right, we're back here in Washington. Again, it's a blowout, 38-7. 38-7. As Seattle kicks it off. And that's going to be booted out of the end zone for a touchback. My voice now giving away. Apparently, Daniels has been pressured on 54% of his dropbacks, and I can agree with that. Yeah, he's had no real chance to really do much, and even when he has, it's just not been working. So 1st and 10 here for the Redskins as they are at the 35. Daniels in the shotgun. Trips to the right, one receiver to left, and we have another whistle here. Unbelievable. So, I don't know what that was all about. Now it's 1st and 10 again. Daniels in the shotgun. Chips to the right, one receiver to the left. Daniels drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires. It's caught at the 40. He's at the 45 of the 50 and pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line. That's a nice catch of 20 there for Samuel. That is a Redskins first down. Actually going to say that was a 19-yard catch, pushing him out at the 46 as Daniels is once again in the shotgun. Trips to the right, tight and in tight to the left. Daniels swings it out to Samuel. Samuel's hit immediately and just punished by some Seahawks. And there is another flag, another stoppage of play. Jeez, yeah, this game. No foul on the play, 2nd down. Wind this clock and get this game over with. Jeez, Again, that was a loss on the play for Samuel. Wow, Nick Emenwari breaking through the block and making the tackle at the same time, holding off 2 people. That's amazing, actually. 2nd 11, ball at the 47. Daniels in the shotgun. Daniels drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It's caught at the 40, and that is it. That is a catch of 7 yards. That is Jalen Lane. 40 seconds and counting until the conclusion of the 3rd quarter. So 3rd and 4, ball at the 40. Daniels in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Daniels drops back, looking over the middle. Now to his left, heavy pressure, trying to escape, and down he goes. Sack. That is Reed with the sack, and that's going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Seattle just blowing out Washington 38-7. What a game. Let me just end the poll. It's just that ain't happening. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm assuming everyone that is here is probably subscribed at this point because yeah, definitely dedicated for this one. Because man, what a game. Let's see here. Actually, check out. Ooh, look at that. I'm at 149. I'm at 157. Nice. I'm still going to lose, though. That is okay. So with today's win, with this win, I'll be 85-48, which most people picked Seattle anyway, 81%. I have to imagine I'd be about the same, so I won't move up much in percentage. Looking at next week's slate, would be interesting to see how that goes. Anyway, probably won't hit 100 until week 11. That's okay. I mean, I'm okay, I guess. But I should be in the 90 percentile. But I'm not. I am not. Man. Let's see. Looking at the college slate next week. Again, I plan on doing UMass and Akron. Wednesday, I don't think I'll be doing any of them. So, do the Penguins play on Wednesday? Would be great if they do. They do not. Jeez, they would play on Thursday. So, men's college basketball. What's happening on Wednesday next week? Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to look at see what I can do for college basketball. So maybe make my college basketball debut on Wednesday. Could do one, I guess, early Monday. And again, in theory, I could also cover another game. For on Monday, because if I can't cover football, I'll have to cover something. That'll be kind of a bummer. All right, Trisway going to punt it away here to start the fourth quarter. This has been a game as Way punts it off. And that is fielded at the 13, a fair catch. And they will send us to commercial break again, because why not? Why the flip not, folks? Man, what a game. Let's see. I got nothing for you. I'm sorry, guys. I know this isn't a good performance by me, but I genuinely do appreciate you guys hanging out. You know. But yeah, that is just a pathetic performance by the Redskins. Let me actually check to see. Curious now. Check to see what the... So... Yeah, okay. Interesting. Actually, that's not too bad. Yeah, I don't know. Can't really think of a rant to talk about. Again, the Steelers won today. Really happy about that. The Colts, again, they have that game in England. The Falcons. Can the Colts lose that one? Maybe. They could. I could see that. If the Colts lose that one, then they're actually in trouble, I would say. They would be in trouble. And I bet Rhino would start panicking for sure. But yeah, that is not really much. Again, we have a good slate next week, I would say. But again, I'm still confused, or not confused, but just unsure what I'm doing in the early window. But either choice I make in the afternoon window. Again, Arizona and Seattle, I think that could be a good game. I really do. Los Angeles, San Francisco could be a good game for sure. Detroit, Washington, all three are good. Again, I just have to see what everyone else is doing. That will impact me going forward. Of course, Pittsburgh, Los Angeles, definitely doing that. But then after that, again, Pittsburgh and the Bengals, we just played each other. I hate that. They really need to spread out the divisional games. I don't know why they don't do that more. I don't know. I feel like they should have, like, you play the 3 divisional opponents the first 8 weeks, and then then you have them again. You play them again in the weeks 9 through 17, but make sure again that they have at least, 4 or 5 weeks of breathing room. That makes sense. I don't know why it doesn't to them. 1st and 10 here at the 14. Darnold is under center. As Darnold looking again, the Seahawks just looking to run it out. Hands it off to Charbonnet up the middle. He's at the 15 and brought down at the 18. This was just a butt whooping, really, as that is just a gain of 4. First-round wide receivers from Ohio State since 2022. Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, JSN, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Emeka Egbuka. He's also good. He's looking like he may be something for sure. And yeah, there's going to be some more receivers coming out from Ohio State. They definitely have the receivers for sure. As Darnold hands it off up the middle. This is Charbonnet. He's at the 20. And that's where they're going to whistle it dead. So a gain of 2, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up for Seattle. Third and 4. Charbonnet at 25 yards on the game, 8 carries. Not really, again, the best as far as games are concerned. Charbonnet's had a rough year. He has had a rough year for sure. Oh, wow, they're showing off what they're looking at there. That's a lot of equipment they use. Geez, 3rd and 4 at the 20. Need to get to the 24. Hands it off to Walker, reversing field. Cuts inside, trying to get there and cannot keep this drive alive. And it looks like Seattle will have to punt it away. It's hoping they can just keep the clock moving, but unfortunately it's not going to be the case. Kenneth Walker again averaging less than 4 yards a carry. Again, the running attack from Seattle just wasn't really working here in general. Of course, obviously, Darnold in the passing attack was working out well there in the first half. Second half, it's just been more of, trying to get this game over with. That has been the case, I think, for all of us. As there is the punt, 10, 20, 30, 40. Fields it at the 34. It's a fair catch. That is caught by Jalen Lane. 12:30. Again, another commercial break. And I will look over here. So Steelers again. That'll be Washington and Miami. I'll be doing Washington and Miami in 2 weeks. Seattle and Pittsburgh, of course. And then that one, another West Coast matchup. Cleveland, Baltimore could be, I don't know about sneaky good there, but Seattle, Los Angeles, San Francisco. The NFC West, I might be doing an NFC West matchup. That one as well. Looking ahead here to week 12. Just kind of curious at this point what's happening moving forward. Steelers and the Bears opening up, okay, in Soldier Field. Steelers haven't won there since 1995. And then the game later, Browns, Raiders, Jacksonville, Arizona, Philly and Dallas, Atlanta and New Orleans. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably pick between the 3 o'clock games, Cleveland and Las Vegas, Jacksonville, Arizona. Pittsburgh hosts Buffalo at the end. Okay, it's Thanksgiving week. That'll be pretty fun. I am thinking about doing all of them. I don't know for sure. If I do, I will, of course, let you guys know. But yeah. Good night. Yeah, good night. I would have already ended the stream if I could. So yeah, have a good night. Thank you again. You're beat. I'm beat too. I totally get you. This game stinks. This was a bad game. This was just a bad game. But yeah, Green Bay, Detroit again. I don't know what are Los versus Buffalo too. Yeah, I don't know what our Thanksgiving plans are. But if I'm not going anywhere, I am definitely going to try to cover them all. I really will. I think it'd be kind of cool to have Thanksgiving with the. I don't know. That would be neat, actually. Have a Thanksgiving with the viewers. Shoot, let's do that. Yeah, I might do that. Have Thanksgiving with the viewers. Why not, man? If we're not doing anything that day, then I probably will do that. Friday, of course, Chicago and Philly. I mean, that'll be the Black Friday game. I guess I can do that one. Might as well. Maybe other streamers will go to Black Friday shopping. I'll take advantage. They hands it off to Krosky Merritt. Krosky Merritt fighting to about the 39-yard line. So that is a gain of 4. Who all plays Thanksgiving? We have, of course, Detroit and Green Bay. That should be a good one. Kansas City and Dallas and Cincinnati and Baltimore. Decent games, I think. I think those games will all be pretty good. And even if it's Flacco and not Burrow, I think that could still be a pretty good game. Dozed off for a bit. Lucky you. You should just go to bed. Hands it off. It's caught at the 45, and he's brought down at the 49. I don't blame you, Chris. Yeah, this game stinks. That is a first down, though, for the Redskins, as, hey, they're showing some fight. I don't know what ZYO means, but yeah. So 1st and 10 for the Redskins as they're at midfield. Your sister will be in. I am sure we have dinner. I liked the brisket from last year. I don't remember what we had last year. 1st and 10. Hands it off up the middle. And Krosky Merritt can't do anything as he's brought down around midfield. I don't know. That's something else that we'll think on, Trisk. It depends. I might have to do a vote for the channel. Like, hey, what 2 games do you want me to cover? I'll cover 2 of them. Might not do all of them, but I'll cover 2 of them. So 2nd and 9 here for Washington as they crossed midfield there at the 49. Daniels in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Daniels drops back, looking, fires. It is caught at the 27. Oh, and he's just thrown down by Woolen. And there's a flag. What an idiot. Flexing over a guy. Just stupid. Just stupid. I don't know why you'd even do that. It's 38-7. Like, bro, just let it go. They stink. You should know it. Woolen smiling. Chris Collins, we're doing a good job there. Doing a good job of pointing out, hey, you can laugh it off when you're up by 31 points, but you doing that in a playoff game, in a one-possession game. And if you do, hey, that'd be funny whenever it's flagged, and then, of course, they go down and score and take the lead, and then you don't get it back because you're an idiot. 1st and 10. Daniels under pressure. Moving to his left is Daniels. Daniel throws. It's caught. Did he keep his feet in bounds is the question. He did. And that is going to be 1st and 10 coming up at the 17. Traylon Burks, the longtime Titan, with the catch. Trying to find another career there. That's what he's saying right now, Mike Tirico. So 1st and 10 here for the Redskins as they're inside the 20. It's been a while since they've been inside the 20. Sending a man in motion. Daniels tosses to Samuel. Samuel at the 15 and is brought down at the 13. That's a gain of about 4. Little screen there to Samuel. Taunting. Yeah, it was taunting. Best records in the NFC: Eagles, Buccaneers, Rams, and Packers. Packers, of course, again losing. That was shocking. And then, of course, you had the Seahawks, Niners, Lions, and Bears. Oh, my. 2nd and 5. Ball at the 13. Daniels hands it off to Krosky Merritt, who stops and then starts again. That was interesting. As he gets nothing, he's going to be actually dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 6 coming up for the Redskins. Peyton, how's it going? Yeah, sorry you're tuning in to the game of the day here, 38-7. How's it going, man? I've just been I've been so disgusted. 3rd and 6. Daniels drops back, looking, fires. It's caught at the 10. Stiff arming at the 7, and he's got the first down. That is Jalen Lane with the catch, and that is a first down for the Redskins. Remember what you said about the Steelers last night? I know, right? Hey, I've never been more happy to be wrong. I'm glad, though. I'm glad. They played. The Steelers played super. They were great. The Steelers looked great again. They really did. As far as the defense has been pathetic all year, but they shined today. So I'm really happy about that, Peyton. Really happy about it. 1st and goal for the Redskins at the 6. Daniels in the pistol. Daniels hands it off. This is, I don't know who that is, but he crosses the 5, and he's brought down at the 3. That was Chris Rodriguez. I thought he wore 26, not 36. At least your Steelers just beat the best team in the league. Yeah, record-wise, I don't know if I don't think they're the best team in the league. Colts are not the best. I don't think the Colts win a playoff game, to be honest with you. But yeah, no, they're good. As Daniel's going to keep it on the RPO, he's going to take off and run, and he is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss on the play. A loss of 2, and Daniels is down. That is not good. Daniels is not in a... No, he is... No way. If they do this all year, I just don't see many teams even putting up a fight the Steelers off. It's just nasty. Oh, I know. I agree with that. Oh, my gosh. Oh, his left arm. Oh, my gosh. He just broke his arm. Jaden Daniels just broke his left arm. Oh, my gosh. And it's horrible, man. Jaden Daniels just broke his arm. Daniels is down, thrown to the ground like a sack of feed. When you need for feed, yeah. I'd say it's between the Colts and Bills at the top two. Every team lost to horrible teams. I mean, if the Colts were to play the Bills, I would take the Bills by double digits, honestly. I just don't. I mean, the Colts, they haven't beaten anybody. No, he just ran to my TV. Yeah, it's on commercial now, but yeah, I think Daniels just broke his arm. Unbelievable, man, and it's in a game that's a blowout. That's frustrating. Then I get it. I mean, if he wants to play, I'm not going to pull him out. You know, that's kind of my thing. But because I mean, the backup quarterback has already had a lot of reps, so it's not like you need him to play. But man, that is horrible. That's his season. That's done. He's done. That is it. He came back after being injured, and he gets injured again, and he broke his arm. I'm pretty sure he just broke his arm. If he doesn't, if it comes out where he didn't break his arm, I'm shocked. Glad I wasn't watching the game. Yeah. No, it looked awkward. Oh my gosh, that was disgusting. A lot of blowouts this weekend in college. Yeah, you are correct. I'm witnessing one right now. Yeah, the college games weren't that great. Now, again, the Hawaii San Jose game was pretty good. And that was kind of, it wasn't really close, but it was fun. As long as it's fun, I don't care. But yeah, this one stinks. This was just a terrible game. Yeah, I think he broke his arm. I don't know. Let me check to see what Twitter's saying real quick. Horrific, yeah. Just suffered a gruesome-looking arm injury. That's what everyone's saying. Ian Rappaport saying horrific. Yeah, that's it. Oh my gosh. Players huddled around. The card is out. Oh my gosh. That's a broken arm. That's what everyone's saying. Yeah, he's got like an air cast on his left arm right now, man. That is horrible. Oh my gosh. It's not good. It's not. Man. Daniels is mad. I mean, I would be too. I need to find the video. I don't know what happened. I mean, his left arm was like tang. It was bad. It wasn't like the Mostert thing, which was the worst broken arm thing I've ever seen, but it was pretty bad. I'm sure, if you have Twitter, I'm sure people are posting it already. I'm sure they're posting it for sure. Jeez, that is devastating, man. They're not going to show it, yeah. Wow. I mean, if there is a bright side, it's the fact that it wasn't his throwing arm. Because if he broke that, then he would never be the same. But geez. All right, well, Mariota's in the game as it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 4. Mariota is going to hand it off up the middle to Rodriguez, and he scores. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. As it's only now a 25-point game. Oh, my goodness, man. I can't believe that. Such a baller, too. Oh, yeah, dude, he's good. I mean, Daniels is legit. Obviously, might not be having the year he wanted. Obviously, it's over now, but, I think, he seems like a good guy. Like, for me, there's a lot of, like, if you have great character, like, to me, I'm already a fan. Like, that's how it goes. If you're just a good dude, I already become a fan of you, and I hate that for him. He's a good quarterback. As the extra point is up, the extra point is good. 38-14 is now your score with 7:14 left to go in this one. Probably should just shut off my TV. It has been pointless, man. It was halftime, 31-7. Yeah, to be honest, they could have gone for 2 and I would understand. Yeah, I don't know. I think they've already waving the white flag. There's no point. But I got what you're saying. I guess you might as well go for 2 there. But yeah, if I weren't streaming this game, I would not be watching for sure. And if I didn't have a reputation uphold, I don't think I'm going to get any new subs in the last, I got actually a few subs for this game. And I really appreciate you guys. I don't think I'm getting any subs the last hour or so. And that's okay. But, I'm definitely going to finish things through. That's kind of what I'm doing. What was the over-under? That's a good question. It closed at 47, so now we're at 52. So there you go. Well, as soon as I click on the stream, that happens. I know, right? That is wild. That is crazy. Unbelievable, man. That looked pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know if you have Twitter, but yeah, it should be on there. I'm sure I can. You posted Scadaboo's injury. You might as well post that. Metcalf, yeah, that's fair. Metcalfberg calling out my sports update. Yeah, this guy. I like him. I like my sports update, but I can tell sometimes he kind of just goes along with whatever the narrative is. I don't like that. But anyway, yeah, so that's sad, though. By the way, Fresno State moved to 3rd in the Mountain West standings with the Hawaii loss. Nice, good stuff. Oh, wait, it was a 24-point spread. No, going for 1 is correct. I thought I heard 25-point. It was a 25-point game. Now it's 24. You were not looking at the score. Gotcha. All right, showing off again next Sunday. Steelers and the Chargers should be a good one. I think it will be a good one, and I hope the Steelers win. It would be much more advantageous for them to be 6-3 rather than 5-4, especially with Lamar Jackson coming back. So definitely need all the wins we can get. And again, that's why it's so frustrating we dropped those 2 games. That was very frustrating. So, again, we're just here ready to conclude this one. Again, if you are tuning in, yes, Jaden Daniels has broken his arm, or at least that's what it looked like, as it's going to bounce at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20, skipping around at the 25 and pushed out of bounds at the 27. And yeah, Mariota is now in at quarterback, but of course, the Chargers are on the field now. 38-14 is your score in this one. I might get a Roger Steelers jersey. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. In the future, I plan on doing that, of course. Drew Lock is now in at quarterback for Seattle, and I don't blame him. They're putting the backups in for Seattle. I mean, especially when you see all that happen. I mean, definitely going to impact the decision-making as he tosses it to Holani. Holani is going to be driven out of bounds. Nothing doing there. The Washington player, McGee, all over Holani for no reason. Yelling at him. Seattle has this game in a lock. Yep. The Chargers on the field. What? No, the Steelers and the Chargers. They're showing off the Steelers-Chargers on the graphic. Darnold, by the way, 21 for 24, 330 yards and 4 touchdowns. Had himself a great game. Really great half, actually. He was like 16 for 16, 280 and 4 touchdowns at the half. All right, 2nd and 10 at the 28. Locke is under center as he hands it off up the middle. This is Holani again. He's at the 30, and that's pretty much where he will be brought down at after a gain of 2 as this clock continues to run. Six minutes and counting here against Seattle, leading 38-14. NFC West. Rams 6-2, Seahawks 5-2. They'll be 6-2, and then of course the Niners 6-3, Cardinals 2-5. But then again, the Cardinals, they are really much better than that record says. They really are. They've been so close for many years now, and they just haven't been able to break through. That's got to be frustrating as Locke is under center, and he hands it off up the middle. He's at the 35, extending forward, cannot get to the line to gain as he's brought down at the 37. Needed to get to the 38. So 5:20 and counting. I imagine they're going to punt it. I guess I can see him go for it here. I don't know. It's 4th and 1 at the 37. And they are going to punt. Man, that is frustrating. So, yeah, Daniels again, man. And they have, again, I think they're traveling. No, they're not traveling. That is a few weeks from now. As there's the punt. That's going to be fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, and brought down at the 17-yard line. That is Lane on the return, Jalen Lane. The Redskins will have the ball with 4:40 left to go here in this one. So Washington, they host Detroit. That already down. Now it just sounds like a bad. That already sounds like a bad game now without Daniels. Rip Daniels, yeah, dude, that is horrible. I mean, that's unbelievable, Daniel, man. Definitely feel horrible for him. Definitely feel horrible for him. 1st and 10 here at the 17 in the shotgun is Mariota as he hands it off up the middle. Krosky Merritt crosses the 20 and is brought down at the 22. As looks like both these teams ready to just get out of here. There you go to bed. Good night. Yes, have a good night. Again, this game really was just pathetic all around. And, of course, again, to see an injury like that to a promising young player, that's really frustrating to see. That is really frustrating, especially that it looked gruesome. They showed that one replay, and that was all they showed. They didn't show another one because don't think they realized how bad that looked. 2nd and 4 at the 23. Mariota in the shotgun. Mariota hands it off, taking it down the right side, cuts inside, is crossing Merritt at the 25, and that's where he's going to be brought down at the 26. He dislocated his arm, yeah. To me, I thought he broke his arm, but yeah, I mean, it's horrible. Yeah, that was pathetic, man. I hate that for him. I don't know. It's frustrating again because, like, obviously it's a game that was way out of reach, and it's like, do you leave him in? You know? No, obviously you didn't want to. Bro, did you see how he did? Yeah, I know. It was bad. It looked bad. It looked bad, man. Like, it was... Oh, my gosh. As Mariota hands it off up the middle. He's at the 30. Hit stick at the 35. Brought down at the 37. Again, like, that's just frustrating. Because, again, it was a blowout. That's what's so frustrating about it. You know, you hate to lose a guy for the season in a game that did not matter. The game was already out of reach. That is like, that's what the killer is there, you know. So 1st and 10 anyway for the Redskins. Man, bro, I feel so bad. I know, me too. I'm definitely. I mean, again, he just came back from injury. That's what's even worse. Is like he literally just worked himself back to come back, and then he gets hurt and he's out for the year most likely. As he hands it off to Rodriguez at the 40, and is brought down at the 41. And again, it looks like Washington's just trying to run out the clock. And that is totally okay with all of us here, I'm sure. So 2-minute warning here in Landover, Maryland, as no one's pretty much at the stadium anymore. Everyone's gone, except for Seattle fans. They've all crowded the sideline. Dang, a lot of camera people. Jeez. What the heck? Okay. Oh, wow. They're talking about the guy that fell like 20 feet. Oh, wow, man. So he's still alive. Wow. That's good news. Yeah, apparently there's a guy that fell like from like the top of a scoreboard in Pittsburgh. And he fell like 20, 30 feet. And this is not related to the Pirates guy either. It just happened to be like another thing. And apparently, I didn't know he survived. That's great that he survived. I thought he died. Honestly, I thought he died. Well, hopefully he gets well soon. But that is crazy. He's critically injured. That doesn't sound good. 2nd and 6 at the 41 in the Pistols. Mariota as he hands it off up the middle. And he's at the 45 and is brought down at the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 8. I hope they just come back. I hope they just come with a comeback, which might not. No, I don't think so. Redskins trying to end their own misery. Steelers, big win today. Yeah, Mr. Green, it was a good game for the Steelers. That was an exciting game. Much better than this nonsense here. And again, I mean, Washington, they got to play the Lions next week, and that just got a whole lot harder to do as he hands it off to Rodriguez. And Rodriguez going to get a few. Right now, what do you mean right now, Daniel? I guess I'm a little confused on what you had said. But yeah, no, I mean, they're just trying to run out the clock. Daniel. As far as the Steelers, the Steelers had a great game today. Again, they play on Sunday night next week against the Chargers, so that should be a fun one. I'm just ready to sign off, though, about another minute, and then this is it. So 40 seconds and counting. Mariota in the shotgun as he hands it off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez at the 45, and it's going to be whistled dead at the 44. The weekday games aren't looking too good either. Yeah, no, I know. All right, that's going to do it. Where did the guy... Oh, he fell. This was last week in Pittsburgh. A guy fell from a scoreboard, and he landed like 20 or 30 feet. Apparently he's alive, though. So I thought he died, though, based on what they were saying, that he died. So that's good. But yeah, like on the top of one of those big scoreboards, he just fell. Like this, he was on the Sunday night crew, and he was like helping set up stuff. And yeah. But he's good, though. All right, that is your final score. Again, it was a horrible game for a lot of reasons. Obviously, a blowout. And then, of course, Daniels now is pretty much out for the season. And you really hate to see that. So 38-14. Seattle now going to be 6-2. Washington's going to be 3-6. Just absolutely pathetic. And again, I appreciate you guys hanging out I appreciate you guys. Apparently got some subs, and that is shocking to me. I really do appreciate you guys. That was not my best performance, but again, the game was terrible. So if he's from Pittsburgh, he's probably tough as nail. He was not necessarily from Pittsburgh, but yeah, I mean, he was like on the Sunday night crew. But yeah, that's going to do it. You guys all have a great rest of your night. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow. Again, I'm going to try to figure out how I can do the Cowboys-Cardinals games. I have YouTube TV, so I'm one of those people that is affected by all this nonsense between YouTube and Disney. So I'll figure it out. And if I can't, I'm sorry. I'll try to recommend another channel that'll have the game for you. So you guys, again, have been awesome. I'm going to step away, and I will say good night, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. And if not, again, I'll be doing some stuff Tuesday, Wednesday, and all that stuff. So catch you guys later. If you guys are just here for the NFL, I'll see you Sunday for some more football action. You guys have a great night. Peace. And have a good night, Chris. Yes, again, thank you.